I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
Canelo, are you ready? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4 division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones! You know my level, and you will see, because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston.
Oh, Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday, you want payday. I know that. Then you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos, pelos, chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I'm gonna knock out this guy. Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny? You think that's funny?
A little bit. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, and I'm not solo dolo. I got Two-Tone, the superstar, and Rico from the UK. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here to talk some boxing, man. We're going to be discussing today, essentially who is old and who is not, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that believe that Canelo Alvarez is old, and then there's people that believe that Terrence Bud Crawford is old, and that this fight just isn't what is being sold to be. But Canelo versus Crawford, will Father Time catch up to Canelo is really the question, because he has more rounds boxed than Crawford, even though Crawford is the older man. So we're in a bit of a dilemma here on really who is the older person or going to show signs of age. But Tone, what's up? Rico, what it do?
Nez, how are you, my brother? God bless you both. I hope both you and your families are well and in good health.
All good, all good. Tone, you there?
Yeah, what up, guys? Yeah, man. That nigga Canelo old as fuck, man.
But what about Crawford? He's 38, bro. He's older than Canelo. You see, this is why I thought this was a decent topic.
Yeah, it is. However, I have to align allegiances, obviously in terms of Britannia and God, with Two-Tone. I do believe that Canelo's era is, how do you say finish in Spanish? El finite?
I mean,
El done.
El
Well, whatever it
finito is certainly a phrase, but it's probably more like terminado or acabado.
Well, Nez, you know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, okay? I'm coming here, you know what I mean, just to experience that culture. But however it is, yeah, he's pretty much finished. I do believe in Aquaman, aka Bud Crawford. I was one of the only people who believed that he would slaughter Spence. That was that was a highlight of me personally. I mean, not in terms of, well, Spence getting splattered. But a lot of people, they called Crawford, a lot of things. Uh, the famous phrase was created, he's on the other side of the street. Crawford hasn't fought anybody. He's only fought shot fighters. And then we just seen a baptism of fire. When I saw Spence's soul leave his body way earlier than when they threw in the towel. But I believe in Terrence Bud Crawford. I believe he lives the life, exceptionally talented in every degree. If there's anybody who I believe that can beat the Canelo of now, I believe that man's name is Bud Crawford.
I mean,
Yeah,
you and
man.
Tone really gonna be aligning because I'm sure Tone is picking him. I just don't
That's
know
my
that
dog.
you guys are, factoring in everything, right? Like Bud is older. He's older than Canelo. He's moving up in weight. He's fighting in a division he's
Nez,
never
okay, can I
fought
ask you a
on.
question? I'm really sorry and I won't, obviously, I don't like interrupting people, but I feel like this one is quite pivotal. Has Crawford been in any wars? So I can name wars that Canelo's been in.
Uh,
Triple G, the
I don't
Triple
think
G
Crawford's been in
fight.
wars, no, and I
I
disagree. I
can't
don't think
name
the
one
Triple
war.
G. I don't think the Triple G fight was a war at
No,
all.
I mean, okay, wait. Okay, well, let me downgrade the term war. Okay, so in fights that it's been dicey, where he has taken a substantial amount of damage, where we've seen Crawford, you know, not like obviously Canelo's that fighter where that's kind of happened, but the pedigree of fighters and these 12 rounders that he's accumulated with top level competition cannot be ignored over the years. I mean,
Yeah, but
who's
who's
who?
punching on Canelo for him to have like wear and tear? Who's punching on him?
No, it's not. No, but like, okay, you say wear and tear, Nez. It's like you can't tell me the last 20 fights that he's had. This guy has not felt like we have seen, all of us have seen, like Two-Tone, am I lying here? Have we not all seen a decline in Canelo Alvarez in terms of his output, in terms of how he actually dismantles his opponents, how in camp, I know that him and Reynoso aren't doing the things that they used to do in camp when they're preparing for people.
I just think
When
that
Canelo,
it's different levels of opposition, and you get up for different types of fights.
but
A
that's my point.
Berlanga isn't gonna bring out the best Canelo Alvarez. He's just
But
not.
Nez, you can't go through Daniel Jacobs, Triple G, Bivol. Like you can't go through all of these guys. Kovalev, like, do you know what I mean? Like it's we've seen
I don't know
Canelo,
what you mean.
Canelo just
I'm
wants
not
to,
even
no,
understanding
Canelo
what you're
just wants to play
asking,
golf.
really. Like, you're saying you can't go through these
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
He went through those guys. What are you asking?
no, that's not the topic. Right now, the topic is Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. And what I'm trying to say to you is that Bud Crawford has not had the level of well, all right, not punishment. When I say punishment, he hasn't had to fight the level of degree that Canelo has for the opponents that he's had. Okay, and
Yeah,
that's
but
just a
but
fact.
but why are you somehow checking the box positively for Crawford? Doesn't that
Of
show
course.
lack of opposition? You
No,
ain't
the
been
man is double undisputed. What do you mean? He's
my
it's
brother,
not
my
about
brother,
that.
maybe you need to take a step back and rewind and listen to what you said. You said he hasn't been in there with the likes of people that Canelo has been in to
That's not
touch
what I
him and
said.
to hit him.
No, that's not.
All right,
That's not what
repeat
I said.
yourself. Do me a favor.
All right, in terms of the 12 rounders that he's
Mm-hmm.
had, right? What with
Mm-hmm.
Bivol? Obviously, he lost that fight. The
But
back and forth.
slow
People,
down right there. Slow down right there, just to show you that I was right. Has Crawford ever fought anyone like Bivol, a guy that beat two current undisputed fighters? The answer is
no,
no. All right, so keep
no,
going now.
absolutely
Keep
not.
going. No, I know. I know the answer is no, but keep going. Because this is what I'm trying
Exactly.
to show you. You can't compare fucking Crawford to Canelo when Canelo fought A-level opposition
What I'm
and
trying to
bigger
compare.
opposition. You talking about
Yes.
Crawford getting hurt by Gamboa. You
Listen.
talking about
What I'm
Crawford
trying
getting
to say.
dropped by Kavalaskis.
Nez. What I'm trying to say is Crawford has set the volume level very low, right, towards the latter end of his career right now. if there's ever a chance for Crawford to take that man, it's at this time, and I believe that he can.
I agree.
What are y'all basing this off?
I base it off of, for one, he did go through a war. He did go through a war with John Ryder. I know
the gorilla. Thank you, Tom.
The Canelo fans going to say,
you call that a war, man? He destroyed John Ryder. Literally, John Ryder retired after that fight. He literally retired after that fight. Y'all out of control.
Not nice.
Y'all out of control. So John Ryder put hands on Canelo?
Not nice.
I just want to be clear.
He actually went there and tried to win. Unlike fucking.
That's not the question.
What's his name?
That's not the question. Did he land punches?
Yes, he did.
Okay. I'm good. I'll sit back. Go ahead, Tony. It's on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so y'all gonna say, Canelo fans gonna say, well, Canelo did that on purpose because he was in Mexico. And he wanted to show out.
No, two-tone, because Canelo can do anything. Canelo can turn water to wine, according to certain people.
Right, and the same Canelo that put hands and feet on Caleb Plant, that version of Canelo knocks Berlanga out. Berlanga caught a washed Canelo. Canelo's competition since Caleb Plant has been horrible. Jermell Charlo, he's undisputed, but he didn't come to squabble. Who has Canelo fought?
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
That's what I'm talking about. It's and wear and tear. Ness, how many rounds box Canelo got, bro? Compared to Terrence Crawford,
close to 500.
Ain't that one of the most in boxing history?
Yeah, for sure.
And you think that hasn't taken a toll?
Right.
No, I think that it's sure it's taken a toll, but how is that any different from someone that's older than him?
Less wear and tear. Crawford's waiting a year, and Crawford has to win this fight. Like, if you wait a year for one man, like if you gave LeBron James a year to prepare for one team, I expect greatness. I expect greatness out of Terrence Crawford. If Terrence Crawford don't pull it off,
expectations set you up for failure, man.
And not only that, once Terrence Crawford wins, I would like I would like a special show here on the Boxing Voice where we can get Ray Jackson on, if that's okay.
I don't know where that guy is at.
I mean, only if he wants to. He might be in hiding at that time. I don't know, but if he's not hiding at that time, then yeah, we can do that. But banter aside, gentlemen, seriously, we can't act like Canelo is Canelo. Like, if he was, he would be, in terms of his peak when he was doing the million pay-per-views and stuff like that. It's not even to do with that. Just in terms of, like you've just said there, over 500 rounds more than Crawford. They turned that man, like Mexican, it's a very well-known fact that Mexicans will turn who they think are the most promising pros at a very young age, 15, 16, feed them journeymen for however long, and then let them face real opponents when they're in their 21st, 22nd fight. Didn't that happen to Canelo?
Give me the elite boxers Canelo has faced. Because I can say Canelo arguably lost to every elite boxer he fought.
Okay, let's argue. Let's argue.
Floyd, he lost to Floyd. He lost to Biffle.
That wasn't arguable. Yes, no, that wasn't arguable. Give me something arguable, please.
Some people feel he lost to Lara. I'm just saying, there's a world out there where he lost to Lara.
No, Tone, don't do that. Give like the actual argument. Those are the ones where everyone's like, "Yep, he lost that shit."
That's what I'm saying. Like, anytime Canelo face somebody with footwork, a ring IQ, bro, the man gets cooked. The man gets cooked. For example, when we're saying like the arguable stuff, like let's say Triple G and the Miracle Man, I believe that he lost to Jacobs. That's what I believe personally. Me. Right? That's an arguable thing. All the arguable things you've just said there, he lost that shit. Absolutely. Facts. And you think this man and a flat-footed older Canelo is gonna have to beat Terrence Buck. I'm telling you, if
we need Eminem.
Yeah, if he can take that punch, Ness, your man gonna get done bad. He gonna get done bad, bro.
Tone, you know you factor in your entire pick on if he could take that punch.
Bro.
A dude that got wobbled by a featherweight. Natural featherweight. Natural.
Naz,
a dude that got dropped by Velasquez, his own contemporaries, other professional boxers, tells you he was dropped.
This was Crawford when he was
I
downloading.
don't even know that I should be talking to you, bro. Like, you legit said Daniel Jacobs won, bro. Like, I've tuned out,
Against Triple G.
I don't even hear
Against
anything.
Triple G.
Right, we're talking about Canelo, so I don't know. If you saying
Triple
G,
I use that
even
as
in
an
that fight, he got
example.
dropped. Even in that fight, he got dropped in one round. So
I
in a
believe
tight
that Jacobs won
fight
that fight.
where you drop a guy, how the fuck did you win?
No, I used Triple G versus Jacobs as an example for, like, in terms of arguable,
but that's what I'm saying. No one ever.
For Canelo versus Jacobs, he definitely won that fight. It was.
But that's my point. Like, no one ever argued that Jacobs Canelo was tight and Jacobs could have won. You're the first person that
no
I've
one's
ever
arguing
heard say that.
No one's arguing that.
No,
like,
you are. You just said that you thought Jacobs won
against Triple G.
Oh, against Triple. That's even worse. Triple G knocked Jacobs down.
Hey man,
did you watch that fight?
Lost to Triple G the first fight.
Did you not watch GG versus Daniel Jacobs?
Yes, I did.
And you didn't see Daniel Jacobs get knocked down?
Yes, I did. However, I don't
so
look
that's what
at
I'm saying.
Just,
in a tight fight,
I count the rounds now.
No, I hear you. But in a tight fight with a knockdown, how did GGG lose?
Because I had accumulated more rounds for him, even if the knockdown. Yes, like the knockdown is a factor, but you have to. We can watch the fight together and score it together.
No
problem.
way, bro.
But
I'm not 20 years old.
I'm not the only one that says this, by the way.
No, this is the first time I've ever heard this shit. Honestly,
that's why I'm on the boxing.
I mean, most people use the GGG Canelo fight as an example of Canelo's supreme elite level head movement, but I guess
who said what?
I guess you didn't see that part of the
fight. The first one he lost. Canelo lost that first fight.
I didn't mean GGG. I meant Daniel Jacobs. That's where Canelo showed that head movement. But shit,
we're just out here making mistakes, Nez.
Nez, has he used that head movement? Calls?
He's not. Two-time he hasn't paused.
Absolutely, he used it. He's used that head movement after that.
Where, Nez? In what fight, Nez? Sorry.
I mean, certainly in the Callum Smith. Certainly in the
Nez,
in the
have you got
Bivol
enough
fight.
clout where you can pull out the clips and just not get everything just taken down? Can we?
I mean, if you find a clip, I can play it. I'm not just gonna play the whole fight.
No, I'm not finding anything about Canelo's head movement because it's not really been there in the last couple of fights, has it?
I
really?
mean, again, there's highlights right?
Tone again, am I lying?
There's highlights though, right? There's highlight videos of his head movement. It's a talking point because he has it. There's not a lot of people that do what he does.
Nez, I know you as a proper boxing OG are not basing your opinions on highlights. I know that you're not doing that. That's not what you're doing.
No, I'm telling you that there is dozens of highlights, which means that's evidence.
All right. He finds. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to prove your point.
It's very simple. I can do it myself and show you. If you just put Canelo head movement on YouTube, you'll get hundreds of clips.
Everything from 2000.
I do got a few polls going on. Same poll, different platforms. Will Canelo's age be his downfall versus Crawford? Vote. First option is he's too old. Let me refresh this one on the community page here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. We got he's too old is only 8%. Still in his prime, 28%. It's close, 42%. Crawford wins anyway, 22%. And over here on our live poll, right here on the live show, we got 12%, he's too old. 37%, still in his prime. 31%, it's close. 20%, kind of equal with YouTube community page, Crawford wins anyway. And I also got a Twitter poll, and that one's slightly less for Crawford wins anyway, coming in at 11%. I'm also having a guest, gentlemen, so I don't know.
In that car, I swear to God, high as hell for 15 minutes.
Want to stick around. What up, Johnny?
What's going on, y'all?
What up? What up?
Big
I'm supposed
Johnny.
to have Pablo Valdez on in a couple of minutes, so just heads up for you guys. We were on the Twitter poll, right? Yes, we were. So Crawford wins anyway, 11.7%. Maybe a close fight, 26.7%. No, still king, 40%. And yes, too old, 21%. So just double checking. 40% means Canelo's winning. Still in his prime, 28%. It's close, 42% on YouTube community. And on the live, still in his prime, 35%. So the majority of boxing fans do have Canelo still be in his prime, with the highest second vote coming in that the fight could be close. So yeah, man, not many people believe Crawford wins like my two panelists. But Johnny, where are you on this particular debate? Will Father Time catch Canelo in 2025 for this Crawford fight?
Man, the disrespect for Canelo on this panel is blasphemous, bro. It's nasty work, man.
Don't be even and say this panel. Say from these guys.
Yeah,
say their names.
The disrespect for the two-time undisputed 168-pound champion who is younger than Crawford, who Crawford is moving up 2 weight classes to fight. It's crazy to me, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because we live in a what have you done lately for me world. And I remember clearly after Bud fought Madrimov, there were plenty of people that were saying there's no way Bud should move up 2 weight classes after that performance to fight Canelo. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong?
Absolutely
Can
right.
I get an amen?
You absolutely
Can I get an
right.
amen?
They're not going to your church. They're not going to your church.
But fast forward now. And now we fast forward to Canelo's performance against Skull and people criticizing him for not being able to cut off the ring and he lost a step, blah, blah, blah. And now everybody's back on the Bud Crawford bandwagon saying that he's going to beat Canelo. Guys, styles make fights, bro. Styles make fights. And for me, it ain't skill, man, because, again, I love Bud Crawford. I love what he brings to the table. But remember that punch that Canelo landed flush on the chin to Belanga?
Yep.
Remember
When
that
he dropped
punch?
him? You talking about when he dropped him?
The one that he dropped
What
him.
you're talking about the great Belanga, like the goat Belanga? Yes, tell me more.
Let me finish.
Yo, this dude just likes to make jokes, but the truth
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
when I used to ask
Totally.
people, could Bud beat Berlanga, they didn't say yes. They say, oh, he don't want to
Right.
fight Berlanga. He wants to fight Canelo because of body types.
So,
Do you want me to tell a joke or like be serious?
So,
Yeah, I want you to be
let me
serious. I
finish
want you to
that
be
point. Let me
serious.
finish that point. Let me finish that point. Now, that left hook that Canelo caught Belanga with flush on the chin, if he lands that same left hook, will Crawford get up from that shot? That's a question that I ask moving up 2 weight classes, bro. It's about punch resistance, man. It's about punch resistance, and Crawford is not going to be hard to find, bro. He's not going to be doing that same movement.
He's never been hard to find. He's never been.
Right.
He gets hit by
He's not gonna
everybody.
be-
He gets hit
Correct.
by every single fighter he's ever faced.
Right.
How many fucking right hands did Madrimov land?
Absolutely.
Madrimov.
And we're talking about
So,
Canelo.
also, but we'd also have to
Canelo's
take
washed.
in.
Why do you think Canelo's washed, though?
I wouldn't go as far to say as he's washed. You can't say somebody like Canelo is washed. That just it's not that. I just believe in terms of where he is in his career right now, his output, just everything. Where he is, I feel like Crawford is. I don't know. I just feel like Crawford just has that hunger. I believe that Crawford just has the skills and just we talk about obviously technique and everything like that. maybe just 3 years ago, I would have never had this conversation to say that Crawford would win. But now, I definitely do. Based on, and you said it very well there, my brother. You said boxing is a sport of what have you done for me lately? Absolutely. I'm not basing this thing on Canelo's accolades as if to say he's this bomb or this or anything like that. He is one of the greatest ever. However, I'm basing my opinion specifically. You want my seriousness, Nez? Here you go. On the last 4/5 fights that he's had, with the caliber of the opponents that he's had, he's done just enough, right, to kind of just get by. That's not what Canelo used to do. Canelo used to go in there Cinco de Mayo, try and absolutely no matter what. I believe the effort that he put in against Skull was not up to par, even though Skull definitely was running. However, Canelo just doesn't have what Crawford has in him right now, which is that absolute fire in his heart. You can,
Hey,
that's just
fam,
my opinion, personally.
how long can you sit there and just fib? Where was the fire in the Madrimov fight, man? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? But I got my
Whoa!
guess here, man.
Inactivity.
Yeah, okay. I got my guess.
Not only that, not only
No
inactivity, the
worries,
first.
brother. I got my guess. So I'm gonna drop some of y'all off the panel just to, make it look stylistically better for the interview. Pablo, what's going on?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man.
De
Thank you
lo
for
mío, de
making
lo
the time.
mío. Ese de
Ya
lo
lo
mío. ¿Qué es lo
sabe.
que?
Aquí tranquilo, trabajando como siempre.
Yo sé, yo sé. I'm happy for you, my brother. What's good, man?
Man, just wanted to, touch bases with you. Obviously, it's official. You on the Hitchins card. You got an opponent. The theater's almost sold out. Talk to me, man. How's preparation for this particular fight?
Training. Just came from training. You already know I'm training. Doing camp with Marcus Brown. He got a fight coming back too. So just getting ready. Excited. Tickets are off the roof. They driving me crazy. Me and my assistant. I needed an assistant because I couldn't deal with it. So I had to hire an assistant. And it's crazy. Today, he sold like 200 tickets itself. 200 people today.
Damn. How has family been hitting you up like, yo, man, get me up in that joint B, get me up in there?
Yeah, I got family, friends. I got people from Europe, Mexico, Dubai. I got people all over the spot coming.
Nice.
Dominican Republic. Trying to get Alofoque. You know who Alofoque is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to get him to come. He says he's going to get back, but probably he is.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Man, so let's get into it, man. Obviously, for those that don't know your story, you don't necessarily have a late start. You're just getting back into it because of some time out of the ring. So I did want to ask, what was one of the darkest moments you faced while in prison, and how did boxing save your life?
One of the darkest moments is I got stabbed. I got stabbed here, and that's why I covered it up with my tattoo. I cut in the cell. I was in the cell with a bunkie, and he bit me too. I got the bite marks too.
Damn.
So that's one of the darkest. That's
Now,
one of the
why did
darkest.
that happen, and how was that? Was you sleeping? You just wake up, this dude's attacking you? What's the backstory?
Nah, he actually was extorting one of my Dominican old people that was there serving a bullshit sentence. They gave him like 4 years for DWI, but that was like his freaking 20 DWI. And as you know, prison is gang related, so they was extorting him. They was getting tired, and I went and knocked them out. And then they reacted. They came back at me. I still almost sent the guy to the hospital and everything after he stabbed me and everything. But still, that was one of the rough time. You know,
Bro, you did 8 years, But that's,
Yeah,
I mean,
four,
I ain't
four.
trying to, I'm not trying to say that's nothing, but I think that the something part is full in lockdown. That's 24-1, bro. How the fuck did you not go insane?
I did. A lot of my time was in the shoe, man. I was really. I'm
Yeah,
against.
solitary.
I'm against. I did 4 years straight in solitary confinement, and out of the 8 years, out of population, I probably did like 2.5. Anybody that was in prison with me would tell you. You know, I was just again. I'm a guy that I'm against the bully. I'm against you trying to pick on the weak. So most of my
Yeah.
problems, it was never my problem. Everybody respected me. Everybody
You was
loved
always
me.
protecting people.
Always protecting people. And since I know how to fight, it became easier. Plus, I'm gonna tell you a secret. You know, I already brought it out there. People don't really know, but before boxing, I'm a black belt in martial arts. I'm a first degree black belt. That's what I got into boxing. You know what I mean? So that saved me a lot. Boxing and martial arts saved me a lot from in there. Especially that guy stabbing me. He could have killed me. He was doing 40 to life. He wasn't coming home. So, but it's the past here.
That's wild, man. So when you
Bro,
got out, how did it feel? Because you stepped right into the ring at Madison Square Garden in 2021. Did it
You
make that moment all worth it?
yes. I got out 2016. I'm going on 10 years home already. I got out 2016. Jordan Maldonado, Amanda's trainer,
Yeah,
coach.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's one of the guys I started. He used to train me. He's one of the. I got out Tuesday. Wednesday, I was in his gym. You could ask him. He's like, yo, bro, relax. Go have sex. Go enjoy. Nah, I got a mission. I want to fight. I want to become pro. I said to myself, I want to fight in the garden. CO's got a lot to do. CO's used to put me down. Used to disrespect me. Used to say a lot of fucked up shit. They try to break you mentally. Most of the guys I was in solitary was hanging it up. They can't take the pressure. But I'm real mentally strong. That's what I'll be saying. Right now I might not be in the level of elite boxers, but 99% of these boxers don't have what I have here. 100%. Cause it's a sport. I took it beyond a sport. You know what I mean? I came home, everybody tell me don't box, you're too old, you're gonna stop, you're not gonna go nowhere, you will never fight in the garden. I fought in the garden 6 times. This is my 7th time. You know what I mean? It's not what that's the reason I do this more, just to give hope to the people out there, just to give them hope and to keep going. And I'm an example of a lot of people. You know what I mean? Especially to the young kids in the PAL and all that. It's never too late, and don't give up. Don't give up
God bless
whatever
him.
your goal is.
You
God
said
bless him.
that
Good luck, brother.
you want to
Thank you.
retire at 10-0. Tell me that ain't true, and if it's real, like, do you have a dream opponent? Who's that person that you want to get that last one with?
Honestly, I wanted to retire. I'm actually like 11-0. I got a fight in DR, and then they did a no contest fight. So I'm actually 11-0. But I said 10-0. Edgar tells me, everybody tells me, don't keep going, keep going. So I'm not gonna retire at 10-0. Honestly, I told you I wanted to fight Pacquiao. That's one of my dreams. If not him, I wanted to fight Barrios. I think that's a good fight. I think that's who I want to fight now. I'm just in that type of level now that I'm feeling smooth. I'm feeling good, and my body's healthy, and
You
I just
gonna
want to
be
keep
able to
going, see
make
where it takes me.
147 though?
Yeah, all my first, other one, this one I'm making 47. You see,
Okay, okay.
my all these fights that I've been fighting at 54, 53, 52, 50. It's because the opponents don't make the weight, and I don't got time to be taking money from them. I don't got time to go back and forth. I agree. Yeah, let's go. Let's go fight. That's it. I just want to fight. You know what I mean?
I
But
hear
this one
you.
is 47.
Okay, so who would that dream opponent be? Well, you said Barrios. Barrios. That's gonna be tough because he's in that fight with
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao. Yeah, but
Pacquiao.
he's
I
in the
really
fight
want
with
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao. That's the thing. So you know, the winner of that is gonna go on to bigger things. Is there someone
Yeah, of
else?
course. Anybody the top three.
Let's go.
You
Johnny, I
know.
know you there. You wanted to jump in?
Yeah, man, what's going on, Pablo? It's Johnny from the Hangout spot, my brother.
What's up, Johnny? How you doing, my brother? Johnny from Orlando?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
bringing him up
man.
Oh, that's
now.
my guy. What's up, Johnny?
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
What's up? I'm good. I'm good, my brother. You know, getting ready to go for a five mile run.
Damn.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Keep working. I got a question. I might have asked you this in person, but your life story, bro, is very, very inspiring, man. You know, so have you ever considered, when it's all said and done, writing an autobiography so that it can inspire
Yes.
others?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, a lot of people been recording me and want to do a like a documentary on me. You know, so every part I got like 3 years already working on this. You know, they still working on it, and a book. A lot of people tell me. Berlanga tells me all the time, write a book, write a book. But you know, I'm taking it day by day. You know, I'm a family man. Right now, boxing, you know, my investment, my business, and just spending a lot of time with my son. I got a 2-year-old that's who I spend most of the time, you know, because I got two other kids. I wasn't there for their life. You know, I wasn't there because I went to jail for 8 years. So I get home, they big. So I'm taking it day at a, you know, little by little, you know.
Nah, for sure, for sure. And your children, your kids, would you be opposed, or would you be all for them wanting to become fighters if that's what they want to do in the future?
I don't want my son to be a fighter. The struggle that we go through. You know, I'm a baseball player. I was a captain I was a captain of my baseball team. You know, I played for youth service. I was a baseball player, so I'm gonna leave more. Spend a lot of time to get into baseball with him.
So that's
You know,
weird because
the mother don't want him to box. The mother don't want him to box. So,
the mother don't want them to
and I
box. Yo,
don't
you
want him.
mentioned
I don't want him to get hurt. You know, I'm gonna teach him how to fight. Believe that. I'm gonna teach him how to do martial arts and boxing, but I don't want him to fight. I'm gonna push more for boxing, for baseball.
you mentioned youth service. Did you play with Manny Ramirez? Because I played against Manny Ramirez when he
I
was in
played.
youth service.
Lugo, and Manny Ramirez. I played 2 years after he graduated, but he was in the team youth service. Him, and
Yep.
Lugo.
Uh-huh. I played against him.
Yeah, I played Mary Bertram. I don't know if you heard of Mary Bertram, the school.
High school, yeah. We used to play in the parade
Yeah,
grounds.
I got like 7 home runs there. I swear to
Nice.
God.
That's what's
Yeah,
up, man.
that was my sport. That's why the player for the Yankees, Louis Gill, is my boy. The pitcher for the
Mm.
Yankees, Louis Gill, he's coming to the fight. You know what I mean? That's my boy.
That's dope.
Dope, bro.
You
Thank
be
you,
having
man.
hella
So
people
Pablo,
come out for
appreciate
you,
you.
man. That's amazing.
I got Fat Joe. I got Fat Joe coming. I got NTG. He's walking me out. I don't know if you know NTG. He's a big, he's a big hip hop artist right now in the Dominican world. You know, he's walking me out. I got a lot of celebrities coming.
That's what's up. I got a couple questions from the people here. First one is Donald from Baton Rouge. He says, just showing love. So no question. Next one, Ali and Dago on the 619. What up, Pablo? Who are your top 3 favorite fighters of all time?
Roberto Duran, Floyd, and right now this era is Canelo, man.
Let's go. Tying that into the show, man, how do you see Canelo Crawford playing out? And first, do you think that Father Time catches up to Canelo in 2025?
I know Crawford personally because me and him got the same nutritionist, perfecting athlete, and every time they in town, we always bump into each other. Humble. Crawford is a very humble person, man. Amazing, amazing athlete. But my opinion, because I'm entitled to my opinion, I think Canelo's too big for him.
For sure.
I think Canelo's too big. And I'm so happy for him getting the fight because it's gonna change his life, money wise, and who knows, they might win. But as a boxing fighter fan, Canelo's too big. You saw what happened to Charlo. You saw he knocks out light heavyweights, man. What you think he's gonna do to a 35 pound? Let's be technical. A 135 pounder. Come on. That's why weights are for weights, man. Weight classes are made for weight classes.
One Way Renzo, Roswell, Georgia. I've yet to see you fight. What fights would you recommend I watch to become more familiar with you before your upcoming bout? And then he says, never mind, I just watched that heavy bag work you did on Fernandez. But any other fights that you would recommend that people watch?
You know, I want everybody to watch one of my second fight in United States. I fought Popeye. He dropped me twice. I don't know if you've seen that fight. It's my first fight in United States because the first fight, my pro debut was in Dominican Republic. My second fight, I fought a guy 2-1. He was 2-1, and he dropped me twice. And I came back and stopped him, broke two of his ribs and everything. That was an exciting fight. They still show it everywhere. It was, so I would like everybody. Skills is not all there because I was still developing, but my toughness and my balls, and again, don't give up.
Word.
That fight shows you right there. 90% of fighters, they get dropped, they give up. You know that. You've been in boxing. I get dropped, I keep coming.
I got Capicu. Who wins in a fantasy matchup? Miguel Cotto versus Juan Manuel Marquez, and why?
Cotto. Cotto's another fighter I used to look up to a lot. His left hook to the body. That's one of the guys I picked that body shot because if you see, try to master that. I'm still working on the body shot, but that's one of my punches that I really be hurting everybody.
Man, you hurt everybody with anything, bro. You heavy-handed for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's natural. Next
I
one.
remember, I remember you when you went to Sergey and Edgar. We went to Jersey. You remember that time?
Me?
Yeah, 2019.
When y'all went to? Oh yeah. When y'all was in Shadeza's gym.
Yes, Terrific's gym, right?
Yeah. That was her trainer at the time. Yeah.
You didn't have the voice. You had the voice. I don't think you had the
Yeah.
voice at that time.
Yeah. I've been doing this for 14 years. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was there because
So
I was
remember
always
you.
checking out
Go.
Shadeza. I got to see Kurt Sides because at the time I think you used to train with Andre Rozier, so he used to bring everybody down, bro.
Yeah. I was training with Gary. I was training with Gary.
Gary would meet him there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
Yeah, Sergey, man. Shout out to Sergey, man. He been helping me a lot in this camp. Gave me a lot of sparring. Been giving me sparring, helping me out. Shout out to Sergey, man.
Dervinchenko, you talking about?
Amazing human being. Yeah, Sergey Devichenko, amazing
Damn, now
human
I know.
being.
So you talking about the time that Dervinchenko sparred Conwell?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that.
When they came down, remember
Yeah, it was in the
Conwell's a
basement.
bad boy.
Yeah.
Conwell's a bad boy.
Yeah, for sure. I got Clemente from Phoenix. You seem like you know a thing or two about managing your money. Well, can you give us any words of wisdom on how to manage our finances? Thanks, champ.
I got a financial advisor that helps me a lot, and really, man, just get yourself a financial advisor and get somebody to consult you, and just keep reading. Don't put your money in everything. I learned the hard way, and I got a lot of good people around me that helps me. You know, Fat Joe's another good good guy that helps me a lot. Tells me where to put the money at and shows you a lot of gives you a lot of advice. Just tells you a lot of advice. Johnny Marines. Shout out to Johnny Marines. I don't know if you know Johnny Marines. He was Romeo's Aventura manager for 20 years.
Okay.
He's one of my mentors and helps me a lot with the money, how to invest. He's the one that got me into real estate.
Yeah, I know you said you got a lot of spots in Punta Cana, no?
Punta Cana and in the States too, in Jersey.
Nice. I got Andres. What's up? Physical and mental training means everything in the ring, but knowing how to handle yourself with the media and the public is another level of game that needs to be mastered. What steps are you taking to ensure you excel in this area? Look forward to seeing you perform.
That question means how I do with the media.
Like how you prepare for it and stuff like that.
I don't really prepare for it. I go with it. Any questions I got, I ask the master that knows how to deal with the media, Berlanga. You know what I mean? He's a master with the media. I don't. One thing I don't like this media thing because I got so much people calling me out. These boxers and very disrespectful. And this media just makes a lot of people tough. I'm from the old school, bro. You know, obviously, I know at the time, so I had a lot of street. So I don't even pay mine. I don't go back and forth. You know, I don't go back and forth with the media. People be posting me up, talking about my girl, talking about guys. When I come up,
That's
that
weird.
don't even know nothing about me. That cannot even be in my shoes because it's a different ball game. So I just don't. I just keep being humble and keep just talking to y'all guys and keep being that because they don't know they can't shine my shoes in that world. You know what I mean? So I just keep myself humble and just keep showing love to everybody. You know, cloud chasing. You know how it is. When I was coming up, it was no cloud chasing.
Malcolm in New York. Last time you were on the show, you stated you like to fight guys that want to stand there and fight, not runners. Is this a thing of mentality, of mentally being frustrated by movers or an issue cutting the ring off? It makes it difficult for me to want to bet on you if you fight an outside fighter.
I know how to cut the ring. You saw last fight. I know how to cut the ring. I just like giving entertainment to the crowd. No disrespect to any elite fighters over there, but crowds do not like boxers. That's reality of this boxing. Guys like to get to fight. That's why Barrera Morales was an amazing fight because they used to go crazy. Morales, Castillo was another one because they sell tickets. They give you what you want. If you buy a ticket to see me fight, I'm gonna entertain the fan. I'm an entertainment. I want to give the public and the crowd what they looking for. You know what they're looking for. They're not looking to give them a boring fight. It's just my way of looking things.
Champ, you at 147 now. What did you think of Devin the Dream Haney's last performance? What you think of his last performance?
Evan Haney is a good fighter. That's his style. When have you seen him go toe to toe? That's his style. You
Oh, I
know,
mean,
he's like a Floyd.
he tried to knock out Osterine Ryan. He tried.
Well,
Champ,
I guess as being as a fighter, he probably just he see Ramirez. You know, he probably thought Ramirez could punch. Richard Comey is my soulmate. He told me that Ramirez really can punch. You know, it was a weight thing there. So I don't really know. I don't know if he was just being careful. Remember, he just got hurt his last fight with Ryan. So you automatically gotta know how to overcome that. So he probably was self shock. He wasn't trying to get caught with something. You know, he won. He looked, as a boxing fan, people didn't want to see that. But as a fighter, he did what he had to do, man. He won, bro. People be driving, talking shit about him and everything. I think he did what he had to do, man. Reality.
Champ. Sorry, Champ, and very inspirational story, my brother. I genuinely wish nothing for the best for you, bro. And I do believe that you should do that biopic because I definitely watch it. Just
Appreciate you,
obviously,
man. Thank you, man.
no,
What's your
genuinely, man,
name?
genuinely. Rico, lovely to meet you, man.
Rico.
Honestly,
Shout out.
honestly. Shout out to you, my guy, all the way from the UK. Hopefully bring some
Oh,
wise family.
UK. I love my London people, man. What's up, mate?
Bro, what's good? Not too bad, man. Yeah, you see, Nez is dying over here, but don't just ignore him. It's fine. All right, we're boosting international relations right now.
No,
But
Ness is the GOAT, man.
he is the GOAT. Honestly, it's crazy that I'm actually on here as a genuine host. But just to ask you, champ, right? Okay. Uh so obviously my two-tone obviously said there in terms of watching Devin Haney versus Ramirez or what have you. Devin obviously inactive for quite some time, so it's easily explainable with that. But when we look at Ryan Garcia, champ, and Rolly the Goat Romero, now I have been a Romero advocate for quite some time. um, you know, I believed that he was going to do exactly what he did to Ryan Garcia. Uh, uh, what do you believe, in your own opinion, was the reason that Ryan lost to Rowley? Was it, some people would say, the Peds? Was it, some people would say, whatever? Just in your words,
Nah,
champ, over here.
I just think Ryan. I just think they know
And,
each
and
other.
sorry, champ, you can't say mental health. That's blocked. You can't say that one.
I just think for Ryan was mentally, honestly, because they know each other. If I spar like Richardson, perfect example. That's my guy. I sparred with him many years. I already know what they're gonna do. I already know. I basically know their style. You know what I mean? So I think they spar together. They know each other, and in that sparring, Broly had the best of him. And I think mentally, Ryan Garcia had that already. Some guys just, like to me, I'm dying to fight Rolly. I think I'll beat Rolly. My personal opinion. And Rolly's a good dude, but I think I'll beat him. Do I say that Ryan that I'm better than Ryan? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying style makes fights. I think Ryan was just mentally. I think it was just a mental thing for him. Honestly. Who's
Fair play,
IQ
champ.
better? Who's IQ better, you think? Haney or Rolly? And I'm not disrespecting Rolly, but who you think IQ is better?
Oh, that's an
That answers
interesting.
your question.
That's a. You know what? Since you've allowed obviously myself and UK to ask you questions, champ, why am I going to say no? In terms of a boxing IQ for Rolando Romero and Devin Haney, I would say that Devin does have the higher IQ. You look at his fighting style in terms of hit and not get hit, which is exemplary. Shout out to Uncle Bill and Team Haney. Rolly is, you know, vastly the opposite of that in terms of how he did. But what impressed me with Rolly was that he you could see that he stuck to a game plan, which he can do, and that represents a high boxing IQ in my personal opinion. So
Rolly,
Devin
the
definitely.
character, man. He's a character, and shout out to Rolly, man. He did stick to the plan, and he shocked the world, bro. There's nothing else you could do. He was the
Yep.
better
Champ,
man
champ,
that
he's the
day.
face of boxing. He's the face of boxing.
Whoa.
I'm just telling.
Face of boxing. Shout out to you. I got Bones 13 from Fort Worth, Texas. What
Much love,
song?
champ.
What song are you gonna come out to? If I can request a song for you to come out to 100%, since Edgar didn't come out to that song versus Canelo. Thanks, champ. So he's saying 100%. Have you heard of it?
Who sings it?
I know he didn't say the artist.
I got the artist walking me out already. NTG.
TG. We got Quest. He says, "Yo, what's up, champ? Blind rank these boxers one at a time, 1 through 5. I only give you one boxer at a time. David Benavidez."
Damn, that's a hard one. Four.
Terrence Bud Crawford.
It's 2.
Edgar Berlanga.
Uh, 1. I gotta go with my boy. Oh, I gotta go with my
Inoue.
boy, man.
Inoue.
Great answer. Great answer.
Oh God.
Who's the next one?
Inoue.
How Inoue get in this? He ain't in. Never mind.
Two-tone, because
5.
no, stop it, Two-tone.
5.
And
5.
Devin Haney.
The last
What?
one.
Wes,
What is he?
come on.
4.
Yeah,
4.
4. Last question, champ. You ever considered making your life story into a Netflix show or movie? And that's from
That'd be
Talk
That's
fire.
what.
Trends.
That's what I'm working on.
That's dope. I'm actually halfway through Clarissa's movie, so it would be dope to see yours because I'm not from Flint, Michigan. I'm from the tri-state. So watching her run through those streets of Michigan, I see why she became a champ. That's some motivation. That shit reminded me of Camden, New Jersey, with all them burnt houses like that. It's crazy.
Shout out to the Globe.
Shout out to the Globe. But Pablo, that's the last question. If you can, please give out your social media, and if you got any, way for people to get tickets, let them know now.
I got an assistant. I'm gonna post him up on Instagram, prettyboy_Pablo. There's gonna be a link.
You got a call.
Matchroom is doing a link, so everybody's gonna be able to go to that link and press put my code and get the tickets there.
Nice.
Ticketmaster.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you, champ, and best of luck.
Best of luck, champ, with a British promoter as well. And this was destined, by the way. So big up to you, my brother, man. God bless you, man.
Appreciate it. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pablo Valdez. He's the man. Let's see. Getting back to the conversation. For those that don't know, we're talking Canelo versus Crawford. Will Father Time catch Canelo in 2025? Making this fight an upset in favor of Terrence Bud Crawford. Let me just get some refreshes here on these polls. We had a Twitter poll of this situation right now. Terrence wins anyway, comes in at 12.1%. Maybe a close fight, 25.8%. No, still king, 39.4%. And yes, he's too old, 22.7%. Over on our community page, where we have a bigger audience, let's see what we got. He's too old is only 8%. Still in his prime, 41%. It's close, 34%. Crawford wins anyway, 17%. We also got one on Discord. I'll check that in the meantime. But if you want to call in, phone lines are open. Gentlemen, getting back to it, man.
Yeah, man. I believe Canelo Father Time has tapped Canelo on the shoulder. I believe he's arguably lost to every elite boxer that he's faced. And I believe Terrence Bud Crawford is just special enough to get this done. I just think you can't bet against Terrence Bud Crawford. He's too competitive. He got that Michael Jordan inside of him where he comes through in the clutch. Like the end of Madrimov fight, the 11 and 12 rounds, like that was just incredible if you rewatch the fight. The man just turned it up, man. And Canelo's never faced nobody like Terrence Bud Crawford. And like all the experts are saying, y'all act like Terrence Bud Crawford can't crack, man. Like that man gonna do Canelo bad, man.
Facts.
Respectfully.
Facts.
Tone,
Respectfully, I completely agree with Tone. Completely.
You were one of those dudes that said Canelo, he shouldn't move up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo after that performance. What changed?
Yeah, but then I seen was that before or after the Berlanga fight? I forgot.
What, Berlanga? Wait, Berlanga wasn't the one that convinced you, was it?
No,
hey, you know what's funny? That y'all keep bringing up this Berlanga fight. Answer me this, or should I say riddle me this, Batman?
Riddle me this.
Does fucking Terrence Bud Crawford drop Berlanga?
Absolutely.
No. Drop.
Man, we dealing with a casual here. This
Man,
shit is
I'm
wild,
talking-
bro. We got,
My man,
we
are
got,
you serious?
we got the captain of the fan club here, bro.
No. I just
drop who?
have you like every you
He didn't even
he
drop
said it himself.
Madrimov.
It's what do you mean he didn't even drop Madrimov? First of all,
didn't.
if you are actual
He didn't.
boxing
What fight did you
analyst,
see?
you take everything into account. The guy was did Crawford not have like a year of inactivity? Has he not been fighting once a year since
So wait a minute.
2019?
This is the third time, my brother. This is the third time you've used the same excuse,
That's
though.
what
For every
Hang on.
time we tell
Was
you
that not
something,
the
you're like 3 years inactivity.
Nez, inactivity is a killer. It
My
destroys
guy,
the
but
best of us.
it can't be the answer for every single question.
It's not the answer for every single question. There's add-ons. So for this one, right, not only was there inactivity there, also that was the first time he fought at 154, was it not? And was it for a world title against the best of that division?
My brother, first of all, that's not the best of that division.
No, please answer my question. Well,
No,
who's the best
I
at
am
154 at that time?
Fundora, the dude that he didn't want to fight. The dude he gave an extension to. You forgot? That you can Google that.
Okay,
Crawford allowed Fundora an extension to go negotiate with someone else instead of fighting him.
So we're in a fight. We're saying that Fundora beats Madrimov.
Bro, no, we're saying you asked one question.
Okay, no, that's
you
fair
said
enough.
he moved up and fought arguably the best. I said no, Fundora was. He was unified.
You arguably being the
but
word,
you can't
because
argue.
I do believe that Madrimov would be it.
Rico, you can't argue when one guy has 2 belts. That's like me saying Brian Norman's the best, but Jerron already has 2 belts in the ring.
No, but okay, Nez, but that's fine. But was that not the first time that he fought at 154 and for a world title against a top 3 opponent?
Against a world champion, yes, it was.
Right. So again, Crawford proves why he is him, and now he's going to prove.
That's what me and Johnny are trying to tell you. When he moved up to fight a champion, there was a decline in performance. Now you're asking him to move up 2 divisions, not fight a regular champion, a legendary champion, if not the greatest Mexican ever born when it comes to boxing. Like, but
if there's anybody that could do it, it's Terrence Bud Crawford. I hope that he has Eminem walk him out.
Man, that'll be now.
That's why he gave that mid performance, because he had Eminem walk him out.
No, because no. The last time Eminem walked him out, we saw a slaughter. We saw baptism on television. Wasn't that the time that he wasn't that the Spence fight when Eminem walked him out? Two-tone, am I lying?
Yeah, but man, if he walk, I don't know if you can strike gold twice, man. Eminem walk him out again. Canelo might cook that man. He got to leave Eminem alone.
One lightning.
He got to.
Two lightning.
He got to leave it. All right, so Johnny, to answer your question, Bud fought Madrimov August 3rd, 2024. I was in Vegas with my man Ness in Hardin. Discounts available right now. Then I had that take. I had that take where I was like, man. Then I seen Canelo Berlanga. Then I was like, hold on, Berlanga ain't even close to as skilled as Terrence Bud Crawford. It's not like it's in 2 different fucking levels. Then I seen this nigga with slow feet, stuck in the mud, confused, throwing tantrums like a baby against fucking William Skull. Yeah, Bud about to whoop this nigga. Yeah, it's over, nigga. It's over. Respectfully. It's over.
So much heat. So much flames.
Yeah. Make sure y'all go to Hardin, man. It's over.
Get that Hardin.
Pause.
Get your shit at onceyourhustle.com, baby. Protect your chin.
Edgar Berlanga exposed Canelo.
That's crazy work. That is wild work. I can't even lie.
I'm about to just toss these headsets, man.
That is the craziest shit I've heard this year.
Hey, man. I let them say what they want because I know Crawford and his fans would have never in their life allowed Crawford to fight 36 rounds with Canelo. I know Crawford and his fans will never in their life ask him to fight David Benavidez. I know Crawford and his fans will never in their life ask to fight Dimitri Bivol. We're talking about, I'm not done, my friend, because you're like on, that weed is real. I need some of that weed because, we're talking about a dude that moved up 2 divisions. The only dude, I want someone else to mention in the history of boxing. I need David Maldonado because the rest of these bums don't know boxing. Because in the history of boxing, who else moved up 2 divisions and got a knockout? Because the only fucking man I know is Canelo. The only man I know to move up 2, not 1, 2, and stop some fucking body. Stop some shit. Stop some shit. Not no fucking decision. Not no bullshit that y'all want to say when it's Devin Haney is born, when it's Crawford is masterclass. Fuck the fuck out of here with the bullshit. Man, show me somebody else that moved up 2 divisions and stopped somebody, and then tell me Crawford gonna do that. Show me Crawford knocking down a 200-pounder. Show me that.
Didn't Kovalev
Show
have
me
a
that.
rehydration
Show me
limit?
that, man. Come on, bro.
Didn't Kovalev have a rehydration limit?
Bro, rehydration,
And didn't he just fight Yard?
whatever you want to give him, bro. Whatever you want to give him. Just show me someone doing it. Because Rigondeaux moved up 2 divisions and got stopped by Lomachenko.
Yeah, but we're acting like
Kell
one of the
Brook,
greatest
your
ever. Roy
brethren, Kell
Jones
Brook
Jr.
from Sheffield moved up only fucking 2 divisions, and he got stopped by Triple G. Towel came in and the fucking knee. That was the ultimate dog shit performance. Amir Khan moved up 1 performance, got cooked. He moved up 1 division, got cooked.
Yeah, that was a younger Canelo. That was a younger Canelo.
Y'all talking like these niggas is the same. They're not the same. Listen to me. They not the same. Canelo Alvarez's first or third fight was Miguel Puppet Vasquez, a fucking champion. Like,
how many years ago?
Not the same. No,
how many
his
years
third fight, that's what I'm saying, when he was a 15-year-old boy.
You're telling us I'm the greatest
They not the same. They not the same. Think about the 15-year-old kids right now. Who the fuck did motherfucking Carmel just fight? Meanwhile, Floyd saying he ready to fight Lee Wood, but who they put him in there with? Who they put him in with? Cuba? And we got excited. That ain't Puppet Vasquez. That ain't no fucking world champion. Y'all disrespectful. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I don't feel disrespectful in the slightest. In fact, I feel absolutely so British right now in the sense of you're telling that man and denying his greatness, Nez, by your rhetoric.
Hating on Berlanga, his man. Man, because Berlanga exposed Canelo. Hating on this nigga. That's crazy. I never thought I was
extreme reach.
If exposed is getting checked, hook, and you 200 pounds, shout out to him for exposing Canelo, because I guess Bud ain't gonna do it then.
Yeah, man, because Billy Joe Saunders, he caught that nasty uppercut and he was like, yeah, I'm cool. Caleb Plant was getting and was like, and then got stopped. I'm cool. This new Canelo, silk pajama Canelo, oh, that guy right there. Oh yeah, it's over. He got, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, but he got them Kobe legs. Remember the end of Kobe career? When Kobe had 19 pump fakes? That's Canelo. It's over.
100%
Casuals are the worst. Casuals are the worst. Motherfuckers is really talking about Bud never lost. How you gonna lose when you never even fought nobody on the level of Laura, bro?
Who you fought on
the level of Laura? Go ahead. You saying whoa? Since you jumping out the window, you want to be first. My guy. I said since you jumping out the window and you want to be first, tell us who he fought. This equivalent to Laura. Go ahead. I'll wait.
So you're saying that Errol the Truth Spence, is not as good as Laura?
I said, who's equivalent to Laura? Are you going to make your case, or you need me to make
Absolutely.
it?
Absolutely, Errol Spence is equivalent to Laura.
Right. So are you done? Are you done?
Are you finished or are you done?
No,
because
what
you're saying right now is crazy.
Because I'm asking you if you're making your case for Earl to be
that's my case. That's my case.
Equivalent to Laura.
Straight up. Other side of the street.
All right. And my argument to that is Earl never moved up. Earl is an underachiever. Everyone and history will show you that. Why? Because of the accident. Why? Because of the retina. Why? Because he was the favorite in the Bud fight.
That's not what you're asking.
What do you mean? I just said,
you're saying,
who is
he?
My brother, we gotta learn how to talk. We gotta learn how to talk. We gotta learn how to talk and comprehend. Okay? I asked you a question. I said, who is equivalent to Laura? You said Earl. I sat back and let you cook. I said, are you done? You said you done. You were done making your comparison. So now I'm debunking your comparison, and you telling me that's not the debate. How is it not?
It's my fault for not actually asking in terms of what you're saying. People that have gone up in weight in terms of that equivalent.
My brother, that's up to you to use your boxing mind. I asked you one question. Who is equivalent to Laura? Why are you making this difficult?
In terms of a skill aspect, because obviously Errol Spence is absolutely as good as Laura.
Why are you breaking this shit down? Just who is equivalent to Laura, my bro? That's it.
I will say Errol Spence.
All right. Absolutely. And I was debating that. I'm debating that. The fact that Earl's an underachiever. The fact that Earl never moved up. Laura's been a champion for how many years, my brother? Did you ever factor that in? That after he lost to Canelo, he became a champion again. Then he lost to her. Then he became a champion again. We're talking about a 3 or 4 time champion, multiple division champion, while Earl is a guy that unified in his division, never moved up, and was an underachiever. Thank you, Lowe's Nose Boxing. The only other dude like Canelo is Ray Leonard, who moved up 2 divisions from middleweight to light heavyweight and stopped Lonnie, whatever he said, Lonsdale. So you see what I'm saying? We're talking about legends.
So you're being absolutely specific in terms of somebody that's went up weight classes and stopped that opponent. Is that that's what you want Crawford to do in terms of recognition?
No. I'm just showing you that Canelo's different. I'm showing you that Canelo moved up.
We all know he's different, bro. We all know he's
Kovalev,
amazing.
And now we see that so did Ray Leonard. But I want to debate you now, Tone. Who is your Crawford's best win equivalent to Triple G? Who's Crawford's win equivalent to Triple G?
You're not going to get me to debate Canelo's resume because his resume is fucking impeccable.
All right.
His resume.
So how are we sitting here picking someone that never even been in that forest, but you about to cut the tree down?
It's a name whore dream. But what I do know is Edgar Berlanga exposed Canelo. And the nigga against William Skull, nigga look old as fuck, throwing a tantrum, couldn't cut off the motherfucking ring. You got 4 shorts that are doing very well where you're destroying Canelo as well. You just on the other side of this argument. It's over, my nigga.
But again, you're trying to say that his performance in the Skull fight is indicative of him getting old, when his performance in the Skull fight is exactly what you said 10 seconds ago. He threw a tantrum. He's entitled, and he didn't like that Skull was running around. But that's a Skull fight. That's not a Crawford fight.
I don't care.
Skull is nobody that nobody knows.
You disrespecting Canelo. Now you disrespecting Canelo because the great I.E. Floyd Money Mayweather, he got up for Andre Berto. It wasn't, that's a Berto fight. Floyd did motherfucking Floyd, nigga. When you great, you want to be great for the duration of your career. Stop, bro. You giving this nigga a fucking
pass, you trying to compare Andre fucking Berto to William Skull. Andre Berto was fighting on HBO making $1 million versus Freddie Hernandez. You know how many years ago that was? He ain't no fucking William Skull. And Floyd and Berto did 500,000 pay-per-views. Again, he ain't no fucking William Skull. So don't try to say, if Floyd could get up for Berto way bigger in the boxing world and in the culture. He bigger in the culture. Fuck out of here. You lying right now. You just lying.
No, when you're great, there's no need. I need energy to get up from somebody. You just fucking great, my nigga. Once you start saying, I need to get up for somebody, you fucking lost. And a nigga that needs to get
that. He never said that. You know.
No, that's the pass you giving, my nigga. When you need to get up for somebody, you don't come beat no motherfucking Terrence Bud Crawford. Are you on crack? The most competitive nigga?
Man,
you been around.
Y'all tripping. Y'all living off of motherfucking assumptions, because in the ring, what did he do versus Madrimov? Like y'all smoking crack. Straight crack. I'm just telling you, man.
Yeah,
shit,
it's over. It's over, bro.
The Madrimov fight is forgotten. It's forgotten. People forgot about it. It's crazy.
We ain't forgetting the Madrimov fight at all. Watch the 11 and 12th round and witness motherfucking greatness. We watched the fight. Watch rounds 11 and 12 and witness somebody in their mind. They think they losing on the cards, and he turned that shit the fuck up, nigga. Greatness.
You could literally, if you want like a proper view of that, you can go. You can watch Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford.
After the fight.
You can watch Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford, and literally the 10th round, boom.
Okay, so now we're gonna just point out the times where he willed himself to a win and say he could do that on the highest level.
That wasn't a will. He literally he was just I don't know, he was just chilling out, and then they told him, bro, you're losing, and then they were like, okay, and then he said, okay, I'm losing, bet. Sent him to hell.
Canelo's washed.
Threw in the towel.
I was hurt. When Kobe Bryant was washed, I was fucking hurt too. I was in disbelief that niggas was locking him up. I was like, damn, this nigga getting locked up. He's washed, my nigga. It's over. It's over. He's washed. Wash Nello. It's over.
I don't
getting
think
cooked.
I don't think it's the extent to where you're saying it is, bro. But I do believe that Crawford is that guy to do all that shit there.
He's washed. And his blood loses.
I don't even know what the fuck to say no more.
All right, let me get to some phone calls, ladies and gents. Let me get to these
Let's get the
phone
callers
calls.
in, man. Oh my gosh. Hopefully they like British people this time. Fuck's sake.
It's a good time for a phone call, Ness.
Yeah. We got Javier Caputillo, $5. No, Canelo is 34. Terrence is 37, but he'll be 38, coach, when he gets in that ring. Somehow,
You lot ages.
he's turning back the hands of time, man. Julio Guzman, $10. This panel is on crack. Canelo had 5 straight sparring sessions without a dent. Going against a guy who never felt the punch of a true 168-pounder, Canelo will be very motivated for Crawford. 14 thumbs up on that. Shout out to you. We got DJ Double D, Buddy Delusional. Y'all said the same thing before the Charlo fight. Once Canelo hits Bud to the body, Bud gonna go into survival mode. TKO round 11.
It's gonna be mad, bro. Like I want.
It's
can we
true,
get that
man.
guy
Y'all
back?
forget.
once
Y'all
I
forget
should
about the
win on
Charlo fight so quick. So quick, they forget about that Charlo fight.
Charlo. That's not even a fight. Like we shouldn't even reference that.
Exactly. But before the fight, you were referencing Charlo. You were giving him a shot.
Wait, Nez. Nez. What's the difference? What's the difference between the two of them? One won't fucking give up. How about that?
Bro, you
One won't just
don't
give
even
up
know that. You
right
don't even
there.
know that. You don't even know that. Again, you're all assumptions over there, buddy. Julio Guzman, $2. I'm unsubbing. That dude has to be trolling. He's talking about Rico. Matt, $2.
Definitely not me.
For every $1 I send you, Ness, can you mute the new guy? Counterpunch, Jerry Soriano. Jerry, where you at? Jerry, not on the line. All right.
Let him cook.
Mad Bet, $102. Daily Dose of Tanquil, both are old men. Bud wins. Canelo got lazy feet. Dario Lida, welcome to the prospect level. Charles Remington, $2. You really crapped the bottom of the barrel now, Ness. Julio Guzman, $2 more. Ness, is the new guy a Make-A-Wish kid? Yo, why y'all always so rough, man? East Max, $5. Nobody can beat Canelo at 168. Respect the champ. Canelo is a legend. Rex out of Delaware, $10. Shout out to you for the Stephen Williams interview, the Trench Olympian. But the stage 4 cancer story was so motivating and inspirational. Thanks for bringing him to the platform, man. Salute to you, man. I literally said you was going to enjoy it being from Delaware. Nano, $2. Bud will have been out of the ring over a year versus Nello. Now, inactivity doesn't matter for these guys. Only when it's time to make excuses. Who Dat TV member for 7 months on the prospect level. Let's go, champ. 5 more. You got a year with us. When Bud beats Canelo, can't wait to laugh at you, Ness. You don't know who I'm picking. I got to wait till the weigh-in. I got to see Bud. What if he bloated? DC3, $2. GGG, Kovalev, Mosley, Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Laura Kirkland, Trout. $2. Since we speak in Laura, Bud skipped his Division 2. Geezer Channel, $2. Didn't Tommy Hearns go up 154 to 175 and win a belt? I don't know, but we know Leonard did because we just got the facts from David Maldonado. Keenan, $5. This is an exact mirrored argument of Bud versus Spence. Bud too small, and who'd he be compared to Spence. Guys, try breaking down the styles, not resumes. Well, the resume has a lot to do with it when you ain't never been punched by somebody like that. Adrian, $2. Remember to keep that tally. Quote unquote, he did to be great. Jesus Guzman.
Ness, who got the better coach?
Ooh.
Wow.
More accomplished coaches definitely ahead of Reynoso. I think they're tied though, right? You got Bud with a belt, Herring they made into a champ. Keyshawn they made into a homegrown champ.
Okay, so
they made Keyshawn into
Bomac
a
is
homegrown
okay,
just
so we hating
amazing.
on Keyshawn. So
What you mean hating on Keyshawn? Just they made into a
damn,
homegrown.
Keyshawn catching straight. So,
What the hell? What are you hearing?
the better coach is Bomac, man.
Bro, what are you hearing? That
That's the
Keyshawn
better
calling
coach.
straight? I'm
Homegrown.
lost.
Oh, I thought you said home. I thought that when you said homegrown, that meant match made champion.
No, homegrown means
Was I
like
hating?
they built him up from 0-0. That was their fighter, homegrown. Like, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I thought you was hating. Like, when you said
No.
homegrown, I thought that meant match made champion.
Nah.
Bomac. Bomac's a better trader.
I mean, that right there shows.
That's crazy.
That right there shows that
How come they
that is
couldn't
not
call you a
even.
special needs kid? What the fuck?
That right there shows that that's not even true because you not even you disrespecting the rest of the team. He said Bomac's the better trainer. What the fuck? What about Red Spikes and Isu Diegas?
Wait, no. See, now you trying to semantic warrior me. Everybody in the corner is better, nigga. Stop trying to semantic warrior me, nigga. You know what I meant. That's a classic narcissistic tactic
I don't
right
even know
there.
what you said, man. I don't know what you meant.
No,
I don't even know what you said.
Exactly. You argue if you arguing with a woman and you be like, she say something, the sky isn't blue. Nigga, I'm talking about you cheating, but the sky isn't blue. No, nigga, you know what I said. Come on.
I don't know what you
warrior.
talking about. You trying to talk about skies. I'm talking about the fact that you said what you said. You changing it up.
Word salad. That's
That's what you did. You just flipped the whole salad on us. Now we don't know what words to remember.
Now I done flipped the salad. Bro,
Yeah.
you know what I meant. No, you
lost.
flipped the salad. And you put croutons in there. Croutons in there.
We got Jesus Guzman, member for 12 months on the prospect level. Canelo erases the
Massive
Floyd
pause.
loss if he beats Crawford. Whoa. Nano, $2. Yo, panel, how would
That's
Bud versus Bivol go? I'll wait. I raise an emoji. No, let's let Rico and Tone go. Which one of y'all want to go
God
first and
damn it.
answer that?
No, I as my one wish as a Make-A-Wish special needs kid, I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll go after.
Oh, Tone, how does Bivol and Bud play out?
Wait, who a special needs? I ain't no fucking special needs kid, nigga. That ain't me. Who else in the background?
Rico was talking about himself. Rico's talking about
you
himself.
first,
Rico's
and
talking
then I'll
about
go.
himself. Rico's talking about
Oh, I
himself.
thought
'cause
somebody logged on.
The chat is taking shots at him, calling him special needs. So he's talking about himself. But yes, so y'all trying to avoid the question here. They don't want to answer Bud versus
fuck
Bivol.
that. Nah, I'll do this.
They
Tony,
know
if you don't want
the
to do that,
answer.
I'll
That's
go
fine,
first,
man.
bro.
They know the fucking answer.
No, say it again.
They know
Say it
the
again.
answer.
Yeah.
Bivol,
Yeah, I never heard that.
Dimitri Bivol, two-time defeater of undisputed current belt champions. Not like used to be undisputed, like T.O. beat up on Teller. No, current undisputed champions. The guy that beat two of them, Dimitri Bivol versus Bud Crawford. How's that look?
That's a tough fight.
Oh, tough fight.
Yep.
50-50.
That
Does he
tells
get
me all I need
stopped?
to know about that one.
Does he get stopped?
I mean, what weight they fighting at?
What you mean?
Yep, that's crucial.
75.
No, that's crucial. No,
75.
Yeah, ask him.
Yeah, but
No.
I'm
Ask
answering,
whoever-
Rico. Can you not hear with that headset? 75, just like Canelo, who you want to fight, the way he moved
You
up.
just made that up.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is weird.
Okay, okay. So the weight you've just made up, 75. Yeah, that's what they're fighting.
Ain't that
Okay,
where
go
he
on,
got the belts at? What do you mean? I gotta move on. I'm gonna get you a caller.
Just
This
get to
dude's
the point.
You gotta stop
Bud
smoking, bro.
loses.
They don't want to fucking say it because they know,
Bud
bro.
loses. I'll say it for y'all.
Tyron, what up?
I think if there's a way that Bud could do it, he'd definitely do it.
Tyron. Tyron.
Says I agree with that.
That's crazy.
Yo, you got some cheap weed. That shit only make them giggle. You gotta get better bud than that, man.
No, well, okay. What you want me to answer the question? Okay,
Nah,
I believe that Terrence
we already
Crawford
see
at
that
175.
your lack of answer
we got
tells
that
it all.
established.
H-Town.
Oh,
Yo,
here we
Ness,
go.
can you hear me?
Canelo, he better.
There is a.
Hey,
He better not bring.
first of all, this UK
Here we
guy,
go.
man, he don't even count, bro. Get him out of here. You know he's gonna hate on the Mexican because Mexicans beat all his fighters' ass. You know that's where he's coming from, so he don't want to see no Mexican
We're
win.
trying to build a wall here.
And Tone is compromised. He's the Benavides fan club president, bro. That man said 50-50 with a straight face, dog. With a straight face, this man's an impeccable liar, bro. This man takes lying to the next level. This man, I mean, I don't even know how he did it with a straight face. He said Bibble versus Bud is 50-50. Oh, that's crazy.
What?
Man, Tone, you need to
No.
stop it. Hey, bro, your hope for Canelo to lose is that he's old. That just says, I hope he's old. Bud will be, what, 10 days from 38 when they fight in a year out the ring? This Rico guy just said, "Oh, inactivity, rust." Man, he ain't been fighting. He's gonna fight the most active champion, the guy that's been at 168 the longest. Now, when has Bud fought like Floyd? Never. Bud don't fight like that. Y'all keep talking about style makes fight. Bud's style is perfect for Canelo because Bud wants to exchange. You know, I always tell people, man, and I'm a Bud fan, man. It's just dumb for you to think that Bud's style is gonna change on this one fight. Like when he gets hit, he's gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and run. I'm gonna work a jab and run. Dog, that's not in Bud, dog. Y'all guys are just dumb, bro. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all hate Canelo, cool, say it. I hate Canelo. You know, I want him to lose. I'm betting on anybody. You know what? I never thought Canelo would get to Floyd's level of hate, but he's there. Now, this is as dumb as when people said Canelo was going to beat Floyd. Like, God, this is stupid. It's not happening. Once he gets that first body shot and he feels the ribs crack, and my boy TV is going to run. If he don't run, he's going to get knocked out. And y'all gonna be mad. Then y'all gonna be saying, "Oh, he's little. Canelo's fighting little guys. That's the only reason he won. He pulled up a guy from 3 weight classes. You know, he need to fight Benavides. That's who he need to fight, Benavides. He should never fight Bud. He's too little. He's too little, man, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, Ness, I don't know, Ness. Maybe you didn't put both of them on timeout tonight, man. Or we didn't start talking about rap, or we didn't start talking about yams because these guys make no sense. I'm out.
Ness,
what up,
that the Canelo that Floyd Mayweather fought, that version of Canelo. Does Terrence Bud? What was that? 154? No, okay. With
That's a great question.
All right, so would Terrence Bud Crawford stop that version of Canelo?
No.
Absolutely not.
Floyd Mayweather couldn't stop him. What the fuck?
Who stopped Canelo though?
Who dropped Canelo? These dudes are on super. The narcotics that these guys are on is insane.
Nez, I just feel like Nez, I'm really Nez. Can I just say I'm really disappointed in you, as you know, a vocal point for boxing that you are within America to not. You know, I know that's not what it's all about, where people are from, whatever. But Terrence Bud Crawford, you know, somebody who has the story that he has and gone, you know, and climbed the ladder of boxing to become an apex predator. You don't believe that he has a shot against Canelo Alvarez? Disappointing.
Hey, man. Say, man. Tyron. I gotta see the weigh-in, and I'll tell you if he got a shot.
No, we don't want that. We don't care about your weigh-in.
Now, he ain't got no shot, B.
You're not with us now. That's it.
Yo,
Just me
what's
and
good?
Tony.
That's
Yo.
shouts out to everybody on the panel. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. Canelo put a lot of work in the game, and at the highest level. So it's due that either father time or age, catch up to him. You look at LeBron, um, and how he's still able to do what he do. And yes, father time is catching up to him. But this Canelo still a lot of people will not be able to beat or still touch. So I mean, putting in the work, he gave us the fights that we want. He been in war, so it's only right? We can't defeat Father Time. I don't think I do believe that everybody's getting caught up in the Skull performance. I really want to look into it that much. I just think that he was just lazy that fight. He didn't have the motivation to get up for that fight and definitely chase someone around the ring at 6 a.m. in Saudi. You got to look at.
Hey, yo,
you
but
gotta
this
look
fight
at.
going to be at 6 a.m. too. According to Bernardo Pilati, this fight going to be at 6 a.m.
What
Yeah,
fight?
bro.
The Canelo and
Wait,
Crawford?
this is
Yeah,
Wait, they not fighting in Vegas?
they saying this could be in Saudi. That dude
What?
Bernardo
It's
Pilati.
it's
Oh my
it's
god.
unconfirmed. It's
Oh,
unconfirmed.
oh god
It's
damn.
unconfirmed.
Turkey just
that
hate
must
us.
be energy. Yeah,
Turkey
Hey,
just
that
but
hate
that
us.
must be
I said
energy.
that from the beginning, yo. Like, bro, I'm paying $200 million for this fight. This shit better be in my backyard. What the fuck do I gotta travel for?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but it's
absolutely.
like, but it's like 6 a.m. though. Like that's not like that.
Hey, man,
We already saw what happened, right? And I
pay
do
me
believe that
$200
had
million. I wake up at 6 a.m. and fight at
Yeah,
6 a.m.
yeah,
too.
but that fight should be here in the States. That fight should be here in Vegas, given the hype of the fight and their career has been over here. Like I get it, they want they fights, but it's like y'all was saying okay, it's gonna be in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. Now it's okay, we don't know it's gonna be in New York or LA. Now it's gonna be in Saudi. It's just I don't know how it gets to Vegas now all the way to Saudi now to possibly 6 a.m. But
Do you know how it does,
it's,
bro?
I guess whatever Turk wants.
Because
But
yeah,
I do
exactly.
believe that. Yeah. But I do believe that had a lot in play in it. With Canelo being over there the first time. But I do believe Canelo will be up and motivated for this fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm sure you hear in the talks that everybody believing that, Bud can beat him now, coming off that performance. But I believe Canelo experience, his skills, his power will give Bud problems, especially at that weight class. You know what I mean? Weights, divisions are implemented for a reason. And I don't think, and for Canelo, you have to be able to hurt Canelo, and I don't think Bud will be able to do that. And I don't think he'll be able to keep Canelo off him, especially given if the ring is small. We heard Canelo express how he don't want to fight fighters that he got to chase. He want, a fight. So I do expect the ring could possibly be small, which favors Canelo. Bud is a great fighter, but Canelo is also a great fighter as well and fought every style in boxing and has beat better opposition compared to Bud. I don't think Bud has seen the Canelo, and I do think that Canelo saw a Bud. I don't know how Bud we're going to be able to deal with the hip shots, the shoulder shots, the bicep shots. Canelo hit you up and down. And I do believe that's going to wear Bud down, especially given that Bud hasn't campaigned at that weight class. Like, we have to remember that. I know people saying, it really don't matter. It matters, especially when you're going up against a guy like Canelo Alvarez, who's a legend in the sport. So we got to keep that in mind. But that's all I just wanted to touch on, Terrence. I appreciate you, man. Touch on CDV.
Stock Chasers. What up?
Big New York in the building.
Yo, Ness, what's good? What's good to the panel? Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Big up, bro.
All right.
Much love.
Look, Pete game. Let me cook, right? Because I'm big on statistics. So, all right. First and foremost, I mean, I don't know if people paying attention. Bud has had one. By the time he gets in the ring with Canelo, and I don't care how great you are, he's gonna have one fight in 2 years and 3 months. First and foremost, and in that time, Canelo has been putting in work on his 2 dates. So, okay, yeah, he hasn't taken any punches or whatever. Listen, rhythm and all of that stuff matters. one fight, and the one fight he had was Madrimov, right? So on the Madrimov fight, I was just looking at some of the statistics on, and I know some people don't care about CompuBox, but I do because it tells a story, right? That fight was really, really close as far as punches thrown and punches landed, sorry, right? So, yeah, go ahead.
Nah, we ain't say nothing.
Oh, okay. So Crawford won that fight. You can pretty much say with his jab. He won that fight with his jab. He ended up landing 21 more jabs than Madrimov did. But at the same time, Madrimov landed 10 more power punches throughout the fight. So and if we all watched that fight, we all saw that fight. That was Crawford's first fight. Moving up to 154. Now, guys, we're talking about Crawford moving up another 14 pounds after having one fight with Madrimov in 2 years and 3 months to face Canelo. Canelo isn't washed. Listen, we got to understand one thing. Canelo's getting paid. He gets in the ring. Who he had to fight? Skull. At the end of the day, that was easy money. What he did to Berlanga, listen, in my opinion, that was a 12-0 fight. Knocked him down. Easy work. He didn't have to stress himself. At the end of the day, we don't even know if he already had it in his mind that he had this Crawford fight coming up. So this is what I'm trying to say, man. At the end of the day, Canelo went up to fight Bivol at 175. There's no way in hell that I see Crawford ever doing what Canelo did with Bivol. Even though he lost, he got respect for that fight. And he went in there and he dogged it out. Crawford ain't doing that. So, I'm just, I just sit back and laugh like you guys are giving Crawford some type of God complex. Like he can do anything in the world without us paying attention to all the variables that are around this fight. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is it's going to be a big jump for Crawford. He ain't been active enough. And at the end of the day, Madrimov landed 10 more power punches than Crawford did.
That's the bell.
Yeah. I bet. Y'all get my point, though. Easy.
For sure.
I think Nest is who got a better skill set, Crawford or Canelo?
Shit, man. That's probably. It's up for debate, man, because Crawford's definitely skilled. Plus, he's able to switch. But Canelo is, he's skilled, bro. You don't do what you do and last that long at the top without skill, bro. The way that he can slip shots and counter, that's a skill. That's why Berlanga got knocked down. He said it. He didn't see it. That's a skill.
But who's got the best one, Nez?
Oh, who got the better skill set, Nev?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just answered you. If you don't like my answer, move on to the next host.
Who got the better IQ?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Canelo. He gets hit less, bro. Y'all tripping. Like, y'all forgetting that Crawford is getting hit, and then he's getting hit by guys that are not on the level of the opponents of Canelo, man. Like, Ndongo's not Jacobs. Whoever you mention, Earl ain't Triple G. You know what I mean? Like,
does footwork count as skill set?
Madrimov ain't Kovalev. Like, bro, y'all looking at Bud fighting. Y'all looking at Bud fighting certain fighters and giving them A's. It's like, bro, if you race against fat people, you're gonna win. Like, that ain't a race.
That's not how. What?
Okay.
Where does that
skill set?
Well, I'm telling you different levels, Rico, because you obviously can't see that there's different. Like, Ndongo, where is he?
I do.
No.
But you
Tell us where
can't see that
Ndongo
people
is.
can be as special to do special things.
You backwards as hell, bro. Like, where's Ndongo at right now? Where are those fighters at? Where's Victor Postal right now?
Like, in terms of
but you're not going to answer any of my questions?
No.
Hey, Bud retired niggas. Bud retired niggas. Didn't he retire Spence?
Come on.
Yes, absolutely. Like a car crash.
After you
Night
after you fight
Hendrix.
Bud, after you fight Bud, you get packed up. You don't box no more, nigga. You get cooked.
What up?
Bud
You think about your life after.
Shout out to the boxing voice, man. Good night, Raina. Love you 3000. Well, I don't know why we ain't going. I don't know, Ness. I don't know. I know you, big Canelo guy. I don't know, man. I like Crawford chances, I would say, but I
Trout's a
don't think
champion.
he gonna get.
Bare knuckle.
My man
What you
said,
say?
"Where's Trout?" Trout went back down to 47, and they wouldn't give him a fight, and became a champ at bare knuckle. I mean, I
But
gotta
I can
stop
say
dealing with these people that don't know shit about
Crawford
boxing.
got a good resume. You can't knock that though, Ness. I mean, like even though you said well all these guys, but still at the time when you fought them, you got Mean Machine, you got Gamboa, you got who's the dude he beat at Ndongo? The one he beat for Undisputed, yeah. Ndongo, you got Sean Porter, you got Spence. Shit, yeah, Crawford got some names on there, man. Shit, he took Madrimov belt, even though y'all don't want to count it, but he took his belt.
No,
Who
I
said
do.
we not
You got-
counting it? What the fuck?
I mean, the way you made it seem, man, the way you was talking about that fight,
Switch
is
hitting
like
a
you was
skill.
like, hey,
Is switch
He was
hitting a
hella
skill?
he was hella
he showed
disrespectful,
skill
bro.
in the
Tell him.
Madrimov fight. He showed skill in
Wait,
the
Yeah.
Madrimov fight.
is switch hitting a skill?
Yeah, of course, because some
Does
people,
Canelo
if
switch
you that dominant hand, like if you orthodontist dominant right hand, if you try to switch it, it's gonna feel weird because you ain't used to it. So it is a skill. So I get at a skill. So yeah, that's something he can throw a different look at Canelo. Cause I don't think Canelo used to fight southpaws, is he?
Wait, who got better? Is footwork a skill, Nike?
Yeah, footwork is skill too.
Who got better footwork, Canelo or Bud?
We go with Bud. We go with Bud.
What's the dog
Yeah.
state?
But Canelo got the
Who's
equalizer.
faster? Who's faster?
Shut up, my dog.
Bud's faster, but Canelo got that equalizer. Even though power not a skill, it's a trait. You can't teach that, and Canelo got that. So Crawford will have to use them skills though. So that's what I see what you're saying, Tone. So skills come to play. So he will have to though. He can't go in there trying to gunfight with Canelo because you see what happens when you gunfight with him, unless you're Triple G.
Okay. Now, Crawford ain't a runner, but Crawford has better footwork. Crawford knows how to use lateral movement. Does Canelo has in his history, has he had problems with boxers with great IQ?
Oh, no, for sure.
And
for sure. Floyd, Laura, Bivol, Floyd,
Yeah.
Laura, Bivol,
You know,
Skull.
Bivol weighed less than Canelo on the night, by the way. Just chucking it out there.
Yeah, he did.
Is this
He did.
the same Canelo that beat Caleb Plant?
Nah, it ain't. I can't say it is.
So
coronation
if this
was
is not,
complete with Caleb.
has he declined?
That's the bell. That's the bell.
I mean, there's
He
a
was about to say
sample
yes.
size. So there's a sample size. Now, y'all gonna be like, well, Bud and Madrimov, one fight isn't a large sample size. So is there a large sample size of Canelo declining? Yes or no? That's a chiller killer.
Absolutely.
Geezer, channel $2. Did a little research. Yes, Tommy did, and got a 175-pound title. Coach Rivera, $2. The Reynoso has accomplished multiple PD users. Samat, $2. Ness got his finger on the sniper for Rico. Laugh out loud emoji. Adrian, $5. Rico looked like a central A and a, I'm not saying that. One lump sum, $2. Canelo is wash. It diminishes Bud's win. DJ Double D, counterpunch for H-Town. Mexican flag. Lucy Girl, $10. dudes didn't realize Canelo fought at 6 a.m. in a foreign land and without his fuel behind him, his fans. I can't wait for this fight. Crawford ain't hurting the Kang. Julio Guzman, $2. Bud wins if the fight's in an open field. All right. We got Jay Swift.
Who got a better skill set, Jermell Hennessy Charlo or Canelo?
Come on, man.
Jay Swift.
It's not even a question.
Canelo. Who got the better IQ, Jermell Hennessy Charlo or Canelo?
You're just trolling at this point.
Call us live.
Exactly.
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Yeah, this is Jay Will, man.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, Jay Will, my bad.
Big up to
That's
you.
why I said Jay Swift, my bad.
Good, man. You good, man. It's a million of us. Yo, man. Yeah, man. You know, there ain't no Canelo show unless I'll call and give him my 2 cents, man. So here it goes, man. Like, the whole angle of, and I just caught the show kind of late. But the shit when people are trying to say, or even asking the question, can Bud beat Bivol? I was like, I don't even know why that's even a question. And it's like, it's what Canelo fans do. It's their way to cope. You know what I'm saying? With this shit even being a fight,
That's
man.
a fact. That's a fact.
What'd you say?
I said that's a fact, brother. That's a fact.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, to me, it's just their way to cope with dealing with Bud being a threat to him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just Bud being a threat. Not saying Bud gonna beat him, but just Bud being a threat. So they got to cope with this shit. And to me, and then it's like previous shows people saying Bud's cherry picking, going up to 160. It's like they come up with these crazy ass narratives in order just to make their world feel better about this upcoming fight and the possibility of Canelo losing to a much smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? It's sickening. And then it's like, when other people call in, we're viewed as haters because we just don't want to, sweat Canelo the way these other fans do, man. Now speaking on the fight and Canelo being over, I'm swearing, man, y'all gotta really look at Canelo's
You breaking up,
the last 3 fights. Like the Charlo fight, man, he looked like he was in great shape. If you look at Canelo, the skull fight in the ring, like he didn't look nowhere near the same shape that he was in.
Your internet keeps cutting out.
If you just look at Canelo, just look at it. Shit, I'll just I'll do a counter.
AMG, what up?
Yo, what up?
What up?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
The connection seems fucked up. I don't know if it's just me, but hopefully you guys can hear me.
No, that was his connection. We hear you fine.
Yeah, my take. There's 2 things that I'm focusing. The fight against Skull. I just don't see that big of a difference between Canelo now fighting Skull and the Canelo that fought Lara. Yeah, he connected a few more body shots, but that's just a fucked up style that most people don't want to face. So I don't put a lot of stock in that. I'm not saying that Canelo's not declining just because of age. Sooner or later, he's going to decline. But people put a lot of focus on the Skull fight when it wasn't that much different to the Lara fight. And that shit was like over 10 years ago or some shit. Secondly, I got Canelo winning. And I just think that when Bud loses, everybody's like light bulb's going to go off, listing all the reasons why Bud lost. The inactivity, they're going to bring up the fact that he didn't have any competition throughout his career. I guess maybe Porter, maybe Spence. Porter was on his way out. Spence was overweight, car wreck, all that bullshit. It's just going to make a lot of sense once he loses, all the reasons that he lost. I'm still hoping for a fucking stadium fight in Vegas because I got my plane ticket. I got my hotel ticket. So Turkey needs to come through. Pay off UNLV. Do whatever the fuck you got to do. We need this fucking fight at Raider Stadium. That's it. Hopefully y'all heard me. Connection's whack, by the way.
We hear
Take it
you,
easy, guys.
bro. It's not the connection. That was the
Dev-
last caller. That's not good. Your call has been fine. That's why we didn't interrupt you. It's not the connection.
Turkey robbed Joe.
Jay Will was in McDonald's hating on Canelo with Wi-Fi. Let me catch up. Hold on 1 minute, Rico. Julio Guzman, $2. And in terms of connection, that's just tone, too. I don't know why tone, because on his own live, you don't look like that. But you always look like blurry over here.
I know.
Even my connection over here, because we got thunderstorms over here right now in Florida.
Yeah, but I'm looking
So
at
even
you, and
my
you're clearer
connection
than
is kinda
Tone,
tricky.
though. You're clearer than Tone. Tone always pixelated. Julio
Yeah.
Guzman, fight going to be disappointing. 12 rounds snoozer. I hope not. Who? Oh, hook like Berlanga, $5. Shiraz Berlanga will determine if we get biased judges in the Crawford Canelo fight. Shiraz Canelo is Turkey wet dream. Crawford is retiring, win or lose.
What?
Damn, we didn't even think of that.
I agree. Wait, I agree. That is an advantage for Canelo. The judges, that is an advantage towards Canelo. Can Bud
but
get a
he's
decision?
he's saying that the judges is gonna do it for Turkey to get Shiraz Canelo.
Nah, we ain't talking
I
about
think
that right
Shiraz
now.
will beat. Shiraz
Listen,
will absolutely
Berlanga just has to
destroy
put him to sleep, bro.
Berlanga.
Don't let it go to the scorecards. He can't let it go to the scorecards.
$5, Adrian, Tone, and Rico. Does Virgil have better feet than Bud? How is it possible that he beat Madrimov more convincingly than Bud with slower feet? They don't got no answer.
I mean,
Who said Virgil feet?
What does that have to do with anything?
I thought I was the casual man.
Lord have mercy.
Virgil's a great
fighter.
fighter.
Y'all just sat here talking about footwork and advantages, and now it don't matter. Mandalorian, what up?
Man, hey. Hell no.
Virgil Ortiz got
you called the wrong one.
No, because we're talking.
You done called the wrong one. You done called the wrong one up, this motherfucking Ness. I'm finna fucking start jumping you like you and Bill was doing tip with Tone. Hell no, I'm making excuses. Fucking what his name? Fucking Madrimov. Remember, my boy was coming off of bronchitis. So hey, so y'all gotta chill on that. But hey, shout out to Rico, man, and of course my guy Johnny from the Hangout spot. Hey, my boy who just called in before me, I gotta use y'all lingo, Rico. My boy was speaking absolute bullets. We ain't trying to hear none of that tomfoolery he was talking about when Bud lose and all these light bulbs and shit gonna be going on. Man, we ain't trying to hear none of that rubbish, man. He talking about light bulbs gonna be going off. Hell no, because if Bud win, then they're gonna be pulling the tone talking about that snack shit. And I'll be like, nah, I ain't trying to hear it. That's just Bud.
That's a fact.
Aside from that, though, Ness, because I see the title, Ness, I don't think Father Time gonna pay a difference. I think more so it's good because, this Bud thing, fighting once a year ain't nothing to him. And then remember, he had a little shoulder injury, had to get a little something fixed. But then aside from that, this man getting a full-fledged year, a full-blown get his body right, to get up there, to get ready for that 168 and all that. He gonna go in that motherfucker and show Canelo and show all us something we ain't never seen. Bud gonna pull everything out of the toolbox. I mean, I'm biased anyway, because, Bud my favorite fighter, but aside from that, though, I got Bud getting it done regardless. But, I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm hyped, I do want them to figure out this goddamn venue situation. I know that, but aside from that, I'm hyped for it. I don't think that's Father Time. I don't think Father Time going to bother either one of them. What'd you say, Rico?
I think that'll be sorted soon, my brother, man. I think the venue is Turkey problems, which is something that we never even thought existed. Like, you can make a massive fight without a venue. Honestly, I would not be too worried about that. I think we'll hear something pretty soon.
Oh, that's true. And I heard you too, Rico, before I called. Sorry, man. You on your own with Tone, me, Johnny, and next week against you. Edgar gonna break your boy Pakistani Antonio Banderas in half, man. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Gotta do what he gotta do, man.
Much love to you, my brother, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Gonna break your mate in half, brother. You still my guy, though, Rico. You know I rock with you, bro.
Every
But
single time,
aside
bro.
from
Much
that,
love, my dog.
I'm with Johnny, and we ain't even worry about none of them scorecards and none of that shit. Cause we already know everyone, we gonna lay them down. But aside from that, though, I'm with you, Tone. And you keep cooking, Tone, telling them all them skills and stuff. It is close. I'm with Ness, though. That shit is close because you can't deny that. All that head movement and shit Canelo learned from when he lost to Floyd. Because Canelo,
Wait,
he
can I
got
ask you
that head
something?
movement and all that stuff down pat. Yeah, go ahead,
Can I
bro.
ask you something, bro? Before you go, like, if there's anybody, like, it's I understand in terms of the logistics about Canelo and he's this and everything like that, but be honest with yourself. If there's anybody right now in boxing that could actually do the impossible, would it not be Terrence Bud Crawford?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking the same as you. That's why I feel like Bud gonna win.
That's where I'm
Because
at. That's where me and Tone are
I
at.
literally always go back. That's why I always go back to when he fought Arrow, because everybody, all them Arrow fans was getting all their shit off. They was looking past Bud, looking through Bud. Like Ness always say, Arrow was
Yeah,
one of
Nez.
them names on that 3-fight deal for Saul and shit. Now them tables done turned, they shit. But, that's it. I just wanted to call a spiel. So the usual. Shout out to you, Ness. Shout out to my boy Johnny from the Hangout spot. Shout out to Tone. And of course you, Rico. Cheers, mate.
Much love to you, brother. Love to you, brother, man. God bless.
Salute, my brother. Salute, man. See, y'all, bro, nobody's really discounting Terrence though. Like we know Terrence is that dude, man. We know what kind of skill he has,
but
what kind of competitive drive. But y'all tripping talking about he gonna run right through Canelo and all this other shit. You know what I mean? He gonna
Hang on.
retire Canelo. One person said, like, come on, man.
FYI, Terrence Crawford's last fight was August 2024. So he's been out 290 days as of right now. And we got a counterpunch from H-Town.
Yo, Nuts, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
H-Town, baby. Hey, Bud Crawford is the only man alive that at 38, he's at his athletic peak, according to these Bud fans. 38. But the 34-year-old...
No, hey, it's because he's fresh, bro. He don't got a lot of, wear and tear on the body. All he do is fish.
He don't got no wear and tear.
Whenever he's not boxing, he's
because
fishing.
because he ain't fought no punchers, huh? But now he's gonna fight a puncher, huh? The guy said they ain't got no pop, but he's dropping 200-pounders. But yeah, the haters gonna hate, man. This guy, Rico, clearly a hater. he ain't got no valid points. He's just like, he's old. I'm going with Tone. When you start going with Tone about Canelo, you don't know what you're talking about. Because we know Tone, he just gonna hate on Canelo, man. That's my boy too. Tone, my boy, man. And I'm a Bud fan. I didn't want this fight. I wanted Bud to fight Jermell. I wanted him to get the belt at 154. I don't want to see Bud lose, but he's gonna lose because he ain't gonna run, man. Bud's a fighter. He's gonna get stopped. Hey, all of a sudden he's gonna have devastating punching power. All of a sudden he's gonna have Floyd's footwork. All of a sudden he's gonna have a shoulder roll. All of a sudden he's gonna be Dimitri Bivol, who's 200 pounds, and he could take the damage that Canelo's putting out. All of a sudden this guy's gonna turn into this guy. Like, man, come on, man. I'm a Bud fan, man.
What if that doesn't happen?
Y'all making me go against Bud. Y'all crazy,
H-Town,
man.
what if that doesn't happen?
Bud should have won 154 and undisputed 154. Yeah, hey, so you're telling me in this case, y'all probably gonna tell me that Jamal beats Canelo, Boots beats Canelo, who else? Oh boy, Virgil beats Canelo. So yeah, we getting all these 154 pounders, 160 pounders. They all beat Canelo all of a sudden. Bro, y'all been saying he's slow and stuck in the mud for 10 years. For 10 years, Canelo has had no footwork. For 10 years, he's getting older. For 10 years, y'all been saying the same shit. The same shit.
That's the wrong show. What?
No, bro. Everybody says all the time, oh, man, flat-footed Mexican, man. Flat-footed.
No, you can't do that.
He ain't got no footwork. He ain't got no footwork.
I'm new here. It's not fair.
Bud is not Shakur, bro. I would give Shakur a better chance to beat Canelo than Bud, because Shakur's willing to jab and run, and he don't care what the crowd says. But Bud cares, dog. Y'all, why y'all act like Bud ain't a dog? Bud's a dog, man. Like, he's gonna fight. Y'all guys are
That might be his
stupid. Like, what the
downfall.
What are
fuck?
you
That
saying?
might be his
What are you saying?
downfall right here.
What do you want?
Wait.
What
So now they disregarding Bud Crawford's IQ. So who got better footwork, Bud or Jaime Munguia?
Bud.
Bud.
Who got better footwork, Edgar Berlanga or Jaime Munguia?
Bud, but I'm not sure where you're going with this. What does that mean?
Who got a better skill set? Who got a better skill set, Bud or Jermell, Jaime, John Ryder? Who else he fought? William Skull. Who got better skill sets, Bud or all of them?
Bud.
Answer truthfully. Okay, cool.
Who's the two-time undisputed champion at 168 and probably top 3 pound for pound in his own weight division? Bud or Canelo?
So we two-time undisputed, 2 different weight classes. So we two-time
in lower
undisputed.
weight classes. In lower weight classes.
And we never
got
done
the
our
rings,
nemesis. Who fought their nemesis? Who fought their nemesis?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Let's move on, man. Let's move on, B. It's
Oh,
over.
my Bud and Spence? You talking about Bud and Spence?
Yeah.
That fight that happened, what, like 3 years ago?
Cliff.
Yeah. It whooped
And
pillar
it's-
to post. When it retired. Vicious beating. Vicious.
For me, it's like it happened yesterday. For me,
That beating
personally.
was so bad that he could just move up 3 years later in weight, 2 weight classes after a performance that you personally criticized, saying that he shouldn't get nowhere near Canelo. Now all of a sudden he gonna move up and he gonna beat Canelo.
Things change. Things change. People see the light.
Johnny, is this a game of inches?
You're trying to take inches off his D, bro.
Johnny, pause. Is this a game of inches?
I
Bro,
don't say
Cliff,
pause, and
save
I
me.
just said
Save
pause.
me, Cliff. Save me.
Oh God, Cliff's gonna come in here and cut
Cliff.
through to the short.
Please. I'm sorry for referencing Kanye West. That's my bad.
That nigga Bud Crawford, that nigga had catfish nuggets in his last fight. Pussy ass nigga. Fuck Bud. Nebraska. Yeah. Clip it up.
What up? Dave
Eminem watches the show.
Maldonado.
Yo, Nestor, what's good?
What up?
Yo, Two-Tone, what's good? Yo, Johnny, what's good?
What up? What up?
Yo, the guy from the UK, what's your name?
Rico.
Say your
Rico,
name,
brother.
gangster.
Hope you're well, man. God bless you,
Rico,
brother.
what's good, brother? What's going on, man? God bless you, too. Yo, that's another notable legend that jumped up 2 weight classes to stop somebody. It wasn't for a belt, but it was Manny Pacquiao. He jumped up from 135 to stop Oscar De La Hoya, but it wasn't for a belt. So I don't know if you can count that, but that's a good statistic.
Yeah,
I
but
was looking up a lot
that's a bad one because Oscar was washed, and in his documentary, he said he was drinking alcohol for that camp.
Yeah, I mean, he was the favorite, but it wasn't for a championship, so we're going to disqualify that. Ray Leonard, after beating Marvin Hagler at 160 to become the middleweight champion, moved to 175 to beat Donnie Lalonde, and he knocked him out brutally and broke his windpipe with a left hook. So Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. I don't know who it was that was saying it, but he made a great point. Bud Crawford hasn't fought since the Madrimov fight. He took some punishment in that fight. He got hit with a lot of shots. And I always said it, Bud Crawford's defense is not on the level of Canelo Alvarez. He keeps his head on the line. Yeah, he got more footwork. And to be honest with you, he's not really a switch hitter. Bud Crawford starts off conventional, but he ends up southpaw for the whole fight. So it's pretty much safe to say that Bud Crawford is mainly a southpaw fighter. He doesn't do like Marvin Hagler used to do, switch up, or like Jaron Ennis does. You know what I'm saying? He's a southpaw fighter. I can't see him taking Canelo's power, even though he got rocked by Gamboa. I'm not putting too much emphasis on that because a lot of times when fighters move up in weight, a lot of times they develop a better punch resistance. But Bud Crawford's gonna get knocked out cold. I think Canelo Alvarez wasn't motivated against the Cuban guy, and I predicted that fight was gonna be a 12-round stinker. Bud Crawford's gonna get knocked out. Yeah, I've been said that. Y'all laughed at me. I said homeboy was going 12 rounds. He's a Cuban fighter. Them guys just come there to run. The only one that fights, all due respect, is David Morrell. Most of them guys come there to survive. When it comes to Mexicans, they run from Mexicans, bro. Marquez used to destroy the Cubans, just like he did Casamayor. You know what I mean? We see what happened with Rigo when he fought Lomachenko. He quit. You know, they're great fighters, but they don't really got dog in them like that. You know, but yeah, Buck Crawford's gonna get knocked out. This is gonna look like Amir Khan. He's gonna be sleeping. And we're still going to give Canelo Alvarez all the credit in the world because Bud Crawford is a generational talent. He's a top 3 pound for pound, one of the most consistent performers in the game. So I don't want to hear anybody say that Canelo's not going to get credit. He's still going to get credit. This is going to go down as probably one of his top 5 best wins ever in boxing. And that's when you're going to break the news that Bill Haney's capping about taking out a 6-7 and off. That's bullshit, bro. I haven't heard nothing about that yet.
Shout out to Lowe.
All
Big up, man.
right. Bo Rogers.
Oh, this about to
Yo,
be some
yo.
quality.
Yo.
This
What's up,
Crawford
bro?
ain't.
Hey, check this out. I was listening. I made it to 2 shorts on your show. That's pretty cool, right there, y'all. And let me know, motherfucker, listen to what I'm saying and it making sense. Now let me tell y'all how we got. Let me tell you what's going on. Terrence Crawford is being looked at like he's the shit because the hatred, uh, the hatred that everybody had for the PBC. He was the guy promising. Like I told y'all when I first started calling, I could do this to the PBC. I destroy PBC, and the hatred for the PBC is the reason y'all propped him up. Man, he ain't really did shit. Really, he won the belts. He did. If you be going off accomplishments, hey, I can't knock that. I can't take that from him. But that motherfucker ain't really been in the ring with nobody that got no real skills when they was really good. He get ready to go in there now with Canelo, and I hate that he put these uh what he done, he wanted to take the fight with Canelo. He wouldn't fight nobody else because he was on the verge of getting exposed at 154. So he gonna go ahead and fight Canelo for a big enough payday. Turkey called his bluff, got the fight for him. He thought Turkey won't gonna be able to get the fight, and he was just gonna get a whole lot of money to fight another nobody, and y'all was gonna keep saying he the damn shit. But the truth of the matter is, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out, or he might quit on the damn stool. You know, once he got the money in the bag, he ain't. Terrence Crawford ain't ever been in the ring with nobody that let me. I don't know who the fuck he is. And y'all motherfuckers got them built up because y'all hate the PBC so much. And y'all doing it to the pay-per-views. Won't buy pay-per-views because that's the PBC model. I'm calling all y'all motherfuckers out. Keep propping motherfuckers up. He can't beat Jamel. He couldn't. That dude Madrimov was beating his motherfucking ass. And y'all think he gonna go up a year later and whoop up on Canelo. Man, I can't wait. And like I told you, I'm not really a Canelo fan either. He got a lot of that. He got to look in the mirror, but at least Canelo have got in there and fought some people. Bud ain't did shit. And I hate to tell you that, Two Tone. You my guy. But Bud ain't did shit. Don't die on that hill. He ain't worth a fuck. I hate to tell y'all that, but it's what it is. I'll holler back.
Hey,
Holla
Bug got
Much
me
back.
love to
blocked,
you,
man.
bro. I hope you're well
Bug
and
got
having
me.
a good day.
Yeah, man. Bug got me blocked, by the way. So this ain't no. This is real. Bug got me blocked. Canelo ain't got me blocked.
Rightly
Respectfully.
so.
But yeah, rightfully so.
I'm sorry, Tone. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he
That's
probably
all.
blocked you after that all that slander after the Madrimov fight you were giving him.
Word.
That's when he fucking blocked you.
No, he blocked me before that when I said
Oh, it was
BOK
before
Prime
that.
was serving
I just want
collard
I
greens.
want the last caller to be okay, man, because he just really seemed like it was just like Crawford did something to him. I don't know what it is, but I hope it's settled. Go on, Tone. Sorry.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. That
All right. We
collard
got
green sliders up there, man.
Cliff trying you again.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Cliff. All right, Cliff, you
Dang.
experiencing issues? Pancho.
Something's happening in America. Wi-Fi. Is Elon still there?
Pancho,
Yeah,
you got to
Mr.
unmute.
Harlan.
Hey there.
Hey
What's up?
there. What's going on, buddy?
Nah, just hearing the show. I mean, I'm not really a Canelo fan either, or I'm probably more of a Crawford, but it's it is what it is. That Madrimov fight. I mean, you saw Crawford get hit at 154. What makes you think that at 160, maybe there was Lara right there? I mean, I don't see why he didn't try to go for Lara. And what makes you think he's going to go not even 160 but 168 and fight Canelo? I mean, it is what it is, man. I just don't see that, him being victorious. I mean, even Canelo too. He might be going downhill, but still, to move up 2 weight classes. I was seeing Crawford's resume from ever since Gamboa. He made Gamboa go up 2 weight classes to fight him, and he kind of got dazed. Raymond Beltran, he was kind of older. He had lost before and after. Delorme, well, you've seen how Delorme's done. Hank Lundy, I mean, obviously, he was already washed. Postal was all right. He didn't, he took him all 12 rounds. John Molina had already lost, got knocked out even by Adrian Broner. Felix Diaz was all right. Lindongo, he got right after the Crawford fight. He lose to Regis earlier, like in a round earlier, and then Jeff Horn. You saw what happened to Jeff Horn too. He pretty much lost to a no-namer, and then Benavidez Jr. It's another guy that is he gave him a good fight. Lasted till 12 rounds. And then Khan, obviously, Khan was already a beat up guy that, he had already lost to Canelo. He lost to a couple other guys. Velasquez, Mean Machine, you compare that one to what Virgil Ortiz did. Or Virgil dropped him 3 times. Probably the Green Machine or whatever, the Mean Machine, he dropped him probably once. Also with Bud. Didn't he drop Bud pretty much once? And then you get Kell Brook, which Errol Spence and Triple G, did a number on him. Sean Porter, according to his dad, he didn't even train. David Avidian, another guy that, had already a couple losses. Errol Spence, my guy, I mean, he was, I don't know, the accent maybe affected him, I don't know. And then Madrimov was the last fighter he fought. And I don't know if you noticed the last 3 fights, it's been like 1 year fight, 1 year fight, 1 year fights. I don't know if, taking him over a year to fight again, I don't know if that's going to affect Crawford moving up to weight class. Will he carry the weight? I mean, it's a lot of questions right there. We'll see how that goes. But that was pretty much my call. I'm not a Canelo fan either. I mean, I'm Mexican, but still, I mean, I don't like the way he's moved. He should be fighting. We should be asking for the Benavidez fight, not Crawford fight. That's my opinion.
That's real. That's real. That's real. John Ryder had bad chilaquiles in Mexico. Jamel Charlo was fresh off the Hennessy and Hypnotic. Jaime Magia had in-house yams. Berlanga had a hurt shoulder. And William Skull said it was a deeper, darker criminal link.
Talk about Murder Inc.
Dear
That just
Christ.
establishes a darker, deeper link.
Michael, what
let's
up?
just start going through people. Why? What happened?
Absolute diet. What, like, wow, Tone. Tone, don't hold back. Please tell us how you really think.
Shout out Ness, shout out Johnny from the Hangout spot. That's my guy.
Yo.
And who's this off-brand? Because we only know one Spider, Rico. I don't know who this Rico. What do they call it in his place? A wanker? You're a wanker, right? All right. So let's cook. That's the session,
Hey,
boys.
bro.
All right. Tone, you ready to die on this mountain, Tone?
Never.
How many times did Canelo undispute? How many times did Benavidez undispute? If you're calling this Canelo washed, what is Benavidez? What is Benavidez? If this Canelo's washed, what is Benavidez? Tell me. Tone. I'm here. I got time today, buddy. I got time today. Go. Give it to me. Go. Come on. Tell me. What is if this
my
Canelo's
wanker,
washed?
and
What is
I never
Benavidez?
called him washed. He did.
Did y'all send the offer?
No. Why? Well, no. So you brought up Triple G. Oh, this is what he said. Oh, Canelo never fought his nemesis. He fought him three times, buddy. He fought him 3 times, buddy.
Wait, my man.
He had the belts and he took the belts
We
from
not
him.
jacking
What
that.
belts
We
did
not jacking.
Benavidez have when Canelo went to the division?
My guy.
None, because he lost them to Coke. He lost it to Coke. He lost it to the weight, and then he was just fucking picking his nose in the division. Canelo came, took everything away.
Hey.
So tell me again, what is Benavidez if Canelo is washed? What is Benavidez? What is he?
Hey, my guy, has he? Hold on, has he sent an offer?
Tell me, what is Benavidez if Canelo's washed?
No.
He's a 2-time undisputed. Benavidez has only had one world champion, and the other ones are Reggie Bucks that just back and forth to his hands.
Canelo sent motherfucking offer, nigga.
I asked you, what is Benavidez if Canelo's washed? What is he?
Talk to somebody else,
I'm waiting
nigga.
to ask you the question first.
No motherfucking offer.
You can't answer that shit though. You can't answer that shit though. At least, you know what's crazy? At least Johnny, who's a Berlanga fan, because he actually goes to the camps. At least Johnny can admit Canelo the fucking GOAT. You cannot admit that Canelo's the GOAT because I'm from Maryville. I'm from Maryville. Nobody's heard of Maryville, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. Stop saying I'm from Maryville. Bro, nobody gives a shit. You sound like the dude from the block. From this block, bro. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. I'm from Maryville. Have you heard of Guadalajara, Jalisco, bro? That's where the fucking GOAT's from. Guadalajara, Jalisco. My pops is from there. My pops put me on Canelo. My pops put me on Canelo when I was little. When he was fighting in Boxeo Azteca, my pops put me on him, dog.
It's over. Nigga ain't seen no fucking offer.
No Canelo slander. No Canelo slander from a fucking some dude from the UK who we've been wanting to kick out the show. Just this other bum who's a fucking Benavidez Glazer. It's fucking my boy Johnny who keeps it real. Johnny keeps it real. And Ness, obviously. Pack him up, Ness. Pack him up.
No. Pack this guy up. Get him out of boxing. Johnny, has this nigga sent an offer?
Also, the UK, we are building a wall around us to prevent Mexico coming in.
From Canelo to David. Yes or no?
Never.
Yes or no?
No, he has not sent him an offer.
Rico from the UK, have they sent an offer?
Absolutely not. No two-tone. And I'd like that caller to come back and actually rationalize the bullshit that he was just talking about.
Right. And that's gonna bring up food stamp paperwork. If you ain't sending the motherfucking offer, shut your ass up. How in the fuck can you talk to me about David Benavidez and this nigga ain't sent no fucking offer? Shut the fuck up.
And he lost his belts to cocaine and pizza. That's crazy.
Yeah, salute Coke, man. Salute Coke.
Bad for you.
And pizza.
Stock chasers $2. Bud is a man, not a god. Every man has his limits. 100 emoji 2 times. DJ Double D, $5. Tone, if you think Canelo ain't about to show out for $150 million, you done lost your mind. You about to see the King Nello, and that's the Chili Killers. 100 emoji.
Hopefully he can get up. Remember, he couldn't get up for school. The all-time great couldn't get up.
Mad Bet, $100, $5 on that champ level.
That wasn't
Second
sassy
dose.
enough.
Boxing's Messiah returns in August. Tank quality. Bud beats the knee brace off Cinnamon. Adrian, $2. Go look at Nello versus Callum. Same feet, hands, and paws.
What?
He's saying, go look at Canelo versus Callum. Those are the same feet, and he put hands and paws on Callum. Stock chasers, $2. Y'all Bud believers, go watch the Madrimov fight again. H-Town, $2. Yes, Tone. Benavidez Sr. admitted there was an offer. Mad Bet, $2 more. Benavidez is that monster that scares Canelo. Adrian back with another $5. Tone, explain to the panel why Virgil was able to beat Madrimov with slower feet. Madrimov's feet were superior. I need your explanation.
Who said Virgil got slow feet?
I mean,
The
he's
same.
flat-footed
The same.
Mexican.
If Virgil has wait, okay, that's racist. If Virgil Ortiz had slow feet, Jerron Boots Ennis would have went up there and got that smoke. Stop. We got to stop. Ennis loves slow feet, motherfuckers. That's his shit. He dreams of a slow footed, slow feet nigga. Stop, bro. Hating on Virgil Ortiz. Y'all wildin'. What's wrong with y'all today?
And just to add on, I don't understand why Mexico is so angry at an opinion. Come on.
We got H-Town, $2. Senior exact words. Why does David need to accept 10%? Sony, $10. TBV, the best boxing group of boxing insight. Salute the captain, Johnny, Two-Tone, and here comes the UK again. Salute rookie, hang in there. Salute 702, Ryan, and round one also. The TBV organization is lit. Fire emoji. We got Brandon. Oh, you're gone. He was there. Cliff trying you yet again. Third time.
Didn't Benavidez said he'll take the $5 million on this magical offer?
I thought that was a new caller.
It is a new caller. Cliff.
Cliff with Marco.
Cliff got fake
yo,
phone.
Yo, you can hear me?
Oh, he's there.
Mira. ¿Cómo está?
Finally made it through, bro. You finally made it through.
I don't know what's wrong with this shit, man. Listen, y'all niggas talking crazy. Y'all talking crazy. Tone trying to get y'all the gospel, but y'all don't want to hear it. He broke it down in a way that you only could break it down in an argument. But the only thing is this Canelo's big. Like, he's big, so you don't really know what's going to happen. But every attribute goes to Bud. And what Ness is doing, he's doing the same thing they did when he was leading up to Spence. He ain't fight nobody. This and that. Listen, every boxing attribute, Bud is superior besides when it comes to size and power. Bud has every other attribute on Canelo. And Canelo, he looking old. You talk about that head movement, that's dead. That foot movement, that's dead. He throw one punch like every time. Listen, he might beat him just off of size, but there's nothing else to argue about. Bud is more superior in every other statistical category. Everything else. There's nothing Canelo got over this man besides weight and power, and those is facts. So everybody else talking crazy, that's just crazy talk. I don't know who's gonna win.
Big up to you, bro.
But I do know that Bud is defeating him in everything else. Like, so we gonna see. I ain't saying that Bud is gonna win, but if you want to keep it 100 and break it down realistically, all y'all got to rely on is strength and power. Like, let's just keep it 100. And the resume, we've been through that with Bud. And every time y'all do
Cliff,
that,
you
what
really
he do to y'all?
sound silly, man. Canelo only got strength because you listen to what you're saying. You're saying Canelo, who's fought through 3 different decades of fighters, only got through them with strength and power.
No, I'm not saying that. You see how Ness moved the goalpost?
My man, you just said he only got strength and power. Crawford got everything else. The fuck you talking about? What you mean I'm moving the goalpost? I'm repeating your fucking words. But don't say I'm moving the goalpost when I'm repeating your words.
But because you're taking it out of context. Over Bud Crawford today, that's all he has over him is strength and power. Over his career, he had crazy head movement. He had boxing skills. He outboxed Triple G. He did a lot throughout his career. And let's not take that away from him. But today, the Canelo that we seen versus Skoll, versus Berlanga, versus John Ryder, versus Munguia, versus etc., he has been depleting. And when you match him up versus Crawford, the only thing he's superior to in Crawford is his weight, his size, and his power. Everything else, Crawford is better than him at.
Yeah, and Canelo ain't had a knockout since Caleb Plant, respectfully. and
Tio ain't had a
Canelo.
knockout since fucking Pedraza, man. Bud ain't
That's
had a
not that.
knockout since Earl.
How do you just bring Tio into this?
Bud ain't had a knockout since Earl. I'm
Since
doing something, my
147.
man. I'm doing something like, you know what I'm saying? We actually talking boxing with facts, not opinion like you.
Let's go.
Hamed.
Yes, man. Look, I think last year or the year before, I would have said that Canelo was a big favorite. It's not just about knockout. Is Canelo's work rate has dropped and he's not throwing combinations. People keep going back to the Madrimov fight. We could agree to disagree, but I think if Canelo doesn't catch him, like he caught Khan and Kovalev, I think Crawford should win, unless they do what they did to Whittaker against Chavez, like they robbed the guy. Because I think Crawford's got overall better skills, and I don't think he needs to run or use excessive movement. He could do what Mayweather did and do what Lara and guys like Trout did at times, and just stay mid-range and just use your boxing skills and feet. The weight is going to be a factor, but that depends on how Crawford approaches the fight. If he tries coming in really bulky and trying to weigh in like 168, I think, or 167, then maybe that could affect his movement or whatever, affect his reflexes. He might be a bit slow at that weight, but I think if he comes in like low to maybe mid 160s at max, I think he should win this fight if it's based on skills. Like, this version of Canelo is not the same guy I saw against what's it called, Caleb Plant or even Saunders, and he's been a pro for 20 years. If he catches Crawford, that's going to be interesting, because can Crawford take a big shot? And if he does not knock him out or hurt him and can't catch him, I think Crawford's got the style to beat him. People keep saying Madrimov, but Madrimov's quicker on his feet. He's got faster hands, and I think styles make fights. Madrimov and Canelo, there's nothing similar between them two. Canelo, to me, now is just looking for single shots. So if I was to make a prediction now, I would probably lean towards Crawford. You could argue it's 50-50 because of the size and weight, but Canelo does not look like the same guy a couple of years ago. Even the guy that fought Charlo, I thought that was a better version of Canelo. That's all I got, man.
All right, champ. Bad Girl TKO. San Diego.
What up?
Buenas.
What up,
What's up,
Bad Girl?
boxing boys? I know you guys all want to take that last fight. Hello?
How you doing, Bad Girl TKO?
How you doing, Tone? I'm doing good.
Okay.
You guys are funny. Okay. The last fight. You guys want to talk shit about the last fight. I get it. To me, it stunk up the place. I was really disappointed. But, looking around, the whole entire situation, what he's coming through, 6 a.m. in the morning, there wasn't a lot of people, and the ring, I keep saying this, the ring had 4 dividers. It was in a gigantic fucking ring. If you look at all the rings, compare them all, even the plant ring, which was a bigger ring, that ring in Saudi that ring had 4 dividers. I've never seen a boxing ring with 4 fucking dividers. It was huge. So if I'm Canelo, I'm not gonna. If this guy wants to run around, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Honestly, it was awful. But then again, the entire scenario was set up for him to just have a Crawford fight, and it looked like everyone. If you want to talk shit about Canelo, look at every single other boxer that was out there this weekend. Haney did the same shit. It's like they're all just doing the same thing just to go to the next fight. So I'm gonna give Canelo a pass. And honestly, the only boxer in history that landed the most on Canelo was Floyd, who landed 242 punches on him, and that was in 2013. 232 of 502 punches thrown. That's Floyd Mayweather. And no one today has ever been able to hit Floyd that many times. And that was an emaciated, weight fucking drained Canelo. Weight fucking drained. Emaciated, coming in, dead man walking. So I'm going to give Canelo a pass on that shit too. Okay? And I'm going to give him a big up for fighting Bivol. I just don't see Crawford doing it. And this is me showing a little bit of like oomph and excitement, and I don't want to come in boring and whatever because we need to spruce up this show. And that's all I gotta say. There's no way. I don't see it. Crawford ain't hurting Canelo. He's not hurting him at all. So I see another Jamel Charlo fight. That's what I see. I see him winning around and Canelo trying to catch him. And the only way Crawford can win is if he just stays away and boxes really slick. And that's all I got to say. But I just don't think. I think he wants to fight. So if he can contain himself and stay away, then he may have a fight. He may win. But that's all. That's all I got to say. And shout out to you, Ness. I love you, Ness. You're like, I love you, dude. I love you. That's all I got to say.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Damn, great call. No love for Tom? That's
We
wild.
love you, bad girl.
Yeah.
That's diabolical.
That was
great call.
Brandon.
Rico,
probably the
that's
best one we've had.
how,
Shout out
how
to the
the two
female
married
pro boxing.
them niggas is married.
Brandon.
Yo, that's Mario, Nestor.
You good?
What's good, Nestor? What's good, TVV?
Thank you, Tone. Thanks for that.
Hey,
Wait, all y'all
Sorry,
niggas
bro.
married? Hey.
Sorry, we got a caller here. Sorry, mate. He's very rude. Carry on. Sorry.
nah, y'all good, man. I'm glad to see everybody laughing, joking, having a good time on the panel. It ain't, it ain't always like that. But
I
yeah,
bring the
man,
vibes.
it's going down. Have they said where the fight gonna be at yet? They picked the venue yet?
Nope.
It will be soon, bro. Trust me. I promise
I'm
you.
going
Like,
to
you know, have
Vegas
you ever
anyway.
watched
Fuck it.
That's So
It's
Raven?
going. I'm gonna be in Vegas for that, man. Whether the fight there or not, I just want an excuse to go to Sin City. Two-tone, pull
Tone,
up,
you ever watched That's So Raven?
grab you a $40 holler. Shit, I don't even know if they got $40 hollers in Vegas. Two-tone, you might be shit out of luck with that, bro. Bring your wallet, champ. But yeah, man.
That's one.
Us Bud fans. What you say?
I said that might be like 180 out there.
Oh God. Oh God. Nah, but once again, man, us Bud fans will be vindicated. I fuck with Canelo. I will usually when all the homies is talking shit about Canelo, I was the one backing the nigga. His resume can't be denied. He's earned the right to take a farewell tour and fight who he wants to fight because he caught fades. He was fighting Triple G in the rematch at 29. Your favorite fighter ain't doing shit remotely close to that in his 30s. I ain't gonna say no names, but
Yeah, but champ,
so I
who's
fuck with
denying that? No one's denying
what you
that.
say?
Not like everyone, bro.
Yeah.
Like everybody's called up, and they've obviously, well, they hate me immediately because I'm British, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. And then obviously they'll go a tone and say whatever. But none of us have said that Canelo's not great. He's a great fighter with amazing
Yeah,
achievements
I'm
and
with
an
you. He's about to
immaculate
get his
boxing
ass
operation.
kicked though. He's about to get his ass kicked. This is coming
That's a
from
fact
one
as
of the
well. That's
generals of the
champ. I'm with you.
Bud Army.
I'm with you. I'm with you,
I,
champ. I'm there.
I just don't want my amigos to think I'm just some black Bud fan Canelo hating motherfucker. I fuck with Canelo. That's my
Well, if that's what
dude,
they
but
think, then they're not
he
your
can't
amigos.
beat Bud. And we've been vindicated once, and we will be vindicated again. Like Canelo is just too slow, too flat-footed. Bud's just got the reach advantage, speed advantage, switch hitting, technically more skilled. It's gonna be a good fight, but it's just gonna be a master class from Bud's end, man. It's gonna be a great night. It's gonna be a movie. Two-Tone gonna grab him a $180 holler. We gonna pop bottles. We going to Dre's. We gonna celebrate, man. It's gonna be a good time in Vegas. So I just look forward to seeing the TVV family.
Hawk.
But yeah,
Maryland.
take it easy, man. Shout out to TVV.
Much love, bro. God bless you, man.
Yo.
What up, Chan?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. CBB, number one. What up, Two-Tone, Superstar. Who else you got in there?
Johnny Hangout spot. Rico from the UK.
Oh, what up, fellas? What up, fellas? Man, I
Much
can't
love,
make a
brother.
decision on ain't too much. I can't make a decision on this fight yet. I don't know how the great boxing fans that know boxing can just pick this one out. They say all about all those skills. I remember when Laura was scared. Canelo, can you hear me? Canelo went
Yes.
for them. Yeah, Laura was a I don't know. They thought Floyd was scared of Laura, but Canelo went and fought him, bro. I don't know. And also, you know, I got to take it back. I remember when it was a fight, heavyweight championship. He was faster, younger, and a puncher. Michael Moore went up before the old George Foreman. He was 44. He beat George Foreman around the ring for 9 rounds. Got caught with that one punch, and that changed the whole game. And the point I'm making is the last thing that a fighter has is his power and his punch. And Canelo has a real punch. So you go out there, you might box and dance and look good for 12 rounds. Just don't get caught. Not saying that he will, but don't get caught. Canelo is hitting hard. I ain't never seen Bud, take a shot from, a guy like that. But guess we're gonna see. I got to see how Bud look though when the fight get close, man. What you thinking, Ness?
Yeah, I need the weigh in, man. I gotta see how Bud looking because that was Canelo fight night in the ring doing a face off with Crawford walk around weight. I don't know, it ain't look good.
Yeah, that's proper walk around right there. Yeah, you gonna have to come and get in shape, get ready for that. But I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know how y'all can call that one yet, man. They just got Canelo in the grave already. They didn't already kick the dirt over the man. But they did that with George Foreman too. So yeah, I like how hard Canelo hit, but Crawford's skills are ridiculous. He ain't got. I don't know about the skill thing either. I mean, Canelo fought every style. Like I said, he went in there with Laura when nobody would. So I don't know, bro. This one I'm gonna have to wait till we get close on this one, TBV. But appreciate you, Ness. TBV #1. Later, Two Tone.
You the man, Hawk. Maryland, stand
Much
up.
love, bro.
Peace.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We got Mike Lowry, $20. Time to drop a bomb for the dub. Josh Taylor versus so how do you pronounce this, Rico? Echo Usman?
Echo Usaman.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
you, Nez, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I thought I was fucking it up. Who y'all got? I got a paid prediction, Ness. You got an eye for this boxing. I won money off your dropping free game. Salute, Mike. I'm gonna have to refer to my UK panelists here. I never really watched Esselman. Taylor, I
Echo
have, but
Usaman.
that last fight with
Um,
Catterall wasn't good either.
Echo Esserman is obviously from Africa. Big up to my guy. And I just want to shout out to Punch Out Boxing. Please go subscribe to them. And my very, very good friend Ra. He actually introduced me to Echo Esserman. I think the last time I actually met him was at the because he was there. I can't remember what show that was. But he's a great fighter. I mean, I have to be honest with you lot. Taylor has been on a massive decline. Um, I I I think that Esserman has the skills, and I think that he can do it, man. He's a really, really good fighter. Go back and watch some of his fights. Um, like I said, please go subscribe to Punch Out Boxing and my good brother Ra Hokam. You'll get like a real actual fight by fight analysis on Echo Esserman. But yeah, he's a really good fighter. And I just don't think that Josh Taylor is there, you know.
All right, yeah, man. I mean, Josh has been on a decline for me too. The Catterall fight was not a good fight, so I don't really know
Nez,
where he's
can I
at.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know, you watched the first, and this obviously goes for the panel and all the viewers and that, right? So, Josh Taylor, for me, ever since I believe he lost to Jack Catterall in that first fight, right? I feel like Jack Catterall was supposed to be undisputed that fight. I feel that was a terrible decision from those judges. One of the worst that we've seen in boxing. But you know, do you believe? Well, I mean, even when he fought Tio, I told everybody that Josh was definitely going to lose in terms of the counterpunching with Tio and everything.
Yeah, nah, Tio
Is that when you've seen a
surprised me
decline?
there. Tio surprised me there. I picked Josh to
Really?
win. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I picked Josh to win in that fight. But let me get to DJ Double D $2. Bad Girl TKO. Just cook. Fire emoji. Jerry Soriano wants his music played. Dom, what up?
TBV, Ness,
Yo.
Johnny, Tone, Rico, how we doing?
What up?
What's up, brother?
All
How are you?
good.
Yeah. So this fight here, I got a shout out to Hamed and the Bandalorian. They had great calls. But yeah, Crawford he's gonna win decisively, unanimously. He's gonna put Canelo on the canvas. I'm confident in that. We haven't seen a fighter with as much pressure as Bud Crawford since, I mean, who nobody. Golovkin maybe, but that was the third fight. It wasn't there, the aggression. And if you ask me, that's the fight where I've kind of lost hope in Canelo, because Golovkin was washed in that fight, and Canelo still made it look like it was a fight. I mean, he looked good, but he should have knocked Gennady down. He should have at least went for his chin. But
That was a
Canelo in
horrible fight.
fights, yeah, I didn't like the fight at all, and
That fight
I
was
love
ass.
Triple G, but it looked like Canelo was showing him mercy. So I don't think Canelo's gone into the ring with the opponent he truly respects in a long, long time. We know he sort of overlooked Bivol and thought that'd be an easier fight. So, I mean, if you look at his box strike, there's really nobody there to give me any confidence that he's going to look good at all against Terrence Crawford. If you ask me, Terrence Crawford is his second most challenging matchup. Of course, Floyd is, you can't beat him, but Crawford is gonna whoop his ass, and that's just that. And I don't know. I don't know what people see in Canelo, especially from this William Skull fight. He couldn't chase him down. He didn't look to land anything on him. What's he gonna do when Crawford comes in with his 3-4 punch combinations, steps back, turns, and Canelo's gonna be lost. He's gonna be vulnerable in there, and I don't think enough people are considering this. I mean, am I wrong here? Do I sound crazy?
Not at all.
Nah, man, you cooking right now. You cooking.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I mean, Canelo, he's gonna touch the canvas, and it's gonna be just kind of like the Spence fight. We're gonna look back and be like, we're gonna look to all these things, and why did we think this was even gonna be competitive? It's gonna be one of those things, and he's probably gonna beg Crawford for a rematch, but Crawford's probably gonna, pack the Chihuahua up and send him over to Jake Paul. Go ahead, retire Canelo. That'll be Canelo's last fight. And then there'll be a new era in boxing, and then the next guy got to step up. That's it for me. Peace, TBV.
All right.
Love
Wait,
King.
how
That's
old
wild.
was
That's wild.
how old was Floyd Mayweather when he beat Canelo?
36.
Oh.
36. We got Jerry. And they be like, and my man be like,
I gotta hear.
man, why you doing this to CYP? You ain't shit. CYP, you see who it
No,
is? It's not me. It's him. It's not me. It's him.
We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack.
motherfucking fire back.
Ever I fucking see that has called me a pussy, a coward, a bitch, any of that shit. If I see you in Vegas, I'm fucking you up for real. You better be ready to catch that thing. Don't run, don't hide, don't hide.
Ain't no motherfucking timeouts. We're about to swing, 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 get swing. In the ring. Yeah, yeah. I'm a coward, I'm a loser. I'm him. I'm a soy hijo puta. I'm him. I ain't shit, never been shit. I'm him. The last motherfucker you want beef with. I'm him. I'm mud made, concrete jungle raised. I'm built brick by brick. I stick to the script. No pain, no gain, no games played. In my claim to fame, I done no phase. I move, set the state like a barbecue truck. Bring the smoke, bring the beat, cook 'em up, cook 'em up. You know, friend them, no game. That same energy, fuck your handshake, throw 'em up, throw 'em up.
Motherfucker, teach me to it. You're feeling that fucking rhyme. I want no brain, no brain.
Claim your motherfucking fire back. And fire back.
I hear you, Mr. CYP. I hear you.
Pat Bandero.
Yo, can you hear me?
You know it.
All right, I'll be quick because I think my Discord is a bit playing out a little bit. Shout out to the panel. Tom, Johnny, Rico still there?
Rico is
Yeah,
there.
love my bro, man. Big up to you, bro.
All right, shout out to you. Yeah, that fight is I'm not sure how people can like really say Canelo's gonna get knocked out. Canelo's never like touched the canvas, so I'm not sure how they can say that. I believe that Canelo saw so many styles in his, he's got so much experience. He saw so many styles and beat so many champions that, it's hard to surprise him. So I don't see Bud surprising him. However, I'm a lean towards Bud just for one reason, is that Canelo usually come with a game plan and implement it until the end. He doesn't usually, change his plan. However, his IQ is unbelievable, because when when he times someone, that's a problem. He did that with Plant. However, the reason why I'm leaning towards Crawford a little bit is just because Crawford adjustment are second to none. He can adjust to different styles, and during the fight, from 1 to round, his adjustment is really good. So that's the only reason why I'm leaning toward Crawford. But calling this fight is very difficult. And also, I would like to say, we don't know how Bud's going to look at 168. We don't know if he's going to be like slower. We don't know if he's going to be able to move like he usually does. And we know that Bud doesn't like, he doesn't run away from the smoke. So if he get caught, we don't know how he's going to react. Because he wasn't reacting great against Madrimov at 154. So, that's the mystery out there. However, we have to realize that at 168, we don't know because we know Bud can crack. So if Canelo get caught by Bud punches, we don't know how he's going to react either. So it's hard to pick one for me. Really, it's really hard to pick one up. But I have to lean towards Crawford because of the adjustment ability.
Pat,
that's my call, guys.
The bell.
Keep cooking.
Appreciate you, Mr. PBC.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. There was a caller a couple back. Calls it back. He was saying, he underestimated, but I think he didn't really underestimate him. I think Canelo knows what he goes in there with. He knows what to prepare. This dude's been doing it for a fat minute. He wowed me when he beat Kovalev. So he knows what he's doing. He doesn't just go in. This isn't like he's going in the mall and going shopping. I think he prepares himself pretty well. He doesn't just wait for the toast to come out the toaster. I think right when it comes out, he puts butter on it. He knows what he's doing. I think Bud's gonna do what he got to do. It's gonna be a hard fight now that he didn't really take any warm ups. But if he's that good, maybe he's nutritioned up because he's taken off a year. I think he can do it, but it's gonna be a hard fight. Canelo's not no. He's not no pushover. He's not no. Because he got four or 5 rounds already in the bag. I think the judges don't start judging until like round 6. So we'll see, man. I mean, I can't wait to see. Is it going to be in Legion Stadium, the Raiders Stadium?
No venue.
We don't know yet, man. The location's been moving around. We don't know yet.
I would love for it to be in the Raiders Stadium. The dude been prancing around for years, going to a lot of fights. If you're listening, man, I don't get why you don't let no one in. If you want someone to really pay attention to the Raiders, I mean, you put all that money in that stadium. Might as well put something in it. Spending like $9 billion to make it. So, yeah, man, that's my call, man. Hopefully we get the Bivol rematch. Hopefully Canelo revenges losses. We'll see if he wants that fourth. I think it's the 4th fight in or the 3rd fight in. So let's hope we get that.
Well,
man.
with Bivol, nah, he won't take that fight with Bivol, bro. Bivol mash work on him.
Who's that?
Rico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think he should. I mean, Canelo's never revenged his losses. I know he couldn't with Floyd, but because the dude's old. But hopefully he can do it with Bivol, man. I think he can do it. Canelo's shown to be like having the best resume since. I mean, you got to go back. I mean, try to figure out who got a better resume than the dude. I mean, it's too stacked. Now, if he fights Bud and if he wins, we got to give him his props. That's my call.
All right, I got AC. What up?
He's in no condition to continue out.
All right. Counterpunch, Jerry.
There's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing when El Moreno steps in the ring. Ding, ding, can I get a mic check?
You good.
Feliz lunes, amigos. Is Two Tone still on the panel?
He's here.
Yes, sir.
Two Tone, I heard a lot of people calling. Unfortunately, I have some business to attend to, but I think we now know why Canelo did not want to face David Benavidez, just like we know why Tank Davis did not want to face Shakur after the Roach fight. I think now we know the reason why. The reason why is David Benavidez would not only beat Canelo, he would embarrass Canelo. That is the reason we're not seeing that fight. Well, we'll never see that fight. But let me give Canelo his just due. And honestly, I didn't want to see the David Benavidez fight. He got me the Crawford fight. I'm satisfied with that. But the truth of the matter is this. Canelo has lived his life as good as you can get it. He's been the constant professional. He's always in shape in between fights. You never see him blowed out of proportion, out of shape, partying. But the time has come, my friends. For those that remember Roy Jones, Oscar de la Hoya in the latter part of his years, For the first time, Canelo Alvarez looked out of shape. I don't think anyone's brought that up, or did I miss a call? For the first time in his career, Canelo appeared to look flabby. That is a problem, amigos, because Canelo has always been in shape. Let's forget about his legs. Let's forget about the knee brace. Let's forget the fact that he can't cut off the ring without bouncing around like a bunny. The guy was not in shape. And to me, that is the telltale that a guy's body is now deceiving him. It has left him. Unfortunately for Terrence Bud Crawford, it's the story of his career. He shall beat Canelo, like I told you a year ago, but they're all going to say he was past his goddamn prime. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a Bud Crawford bouncing his fists off of Canelo's dome for 12 rounds.
That's
and
the bell, champ. That's
he
the
was
bell.
washed the goddamn up.
James Benitez.
We're just gonna ignore what just happened there. Are we just gonna live our lives like that shit didn't happen?
Nah, man,
Okay.
ain't shit happened, man. You know, boxing guy stopped him, man. What's up, Ness? What's up, Rico?
What
Who
up?
else on
What
the
up, my
panel?
guy?
Ain't shit.
Johnny.
Ain't shit, man. Another day. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Johnny from the
Yo, that
Hangout,
guy
man?
was fucking
What's up?
crazy, bro.
What up, bro?
Every day. Shit, another day, man. Another day. Man, this fight, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool to me, man. I mean, me personally, I think Bud's gonna actually wipe the floor with Canelo. I mean, look, Canelo ain't got good movement. I mean, he's definitely slower. I mean, I think all the shit that he throws at Bud's gonna be able to easily decipher and go ahead and be able to counterattack. You know, the only thing that I'm worried about for Bud is possibly the power. You know, and who he's probably sparring and getting work from in this time being for the build-up of the fight. You know, other than that, like with Canelo, I thought it's probably fake news. I seen a fake headline or whatever, man, like something with Canelo reaching out to Team Boots or something like that for this fight. Is there any truth to that, or that's just that's bullshit as well?
Bullshit.
Well, where did you get the story from?
Bullshit.
Man, it's just bullshit passing through, man. You know, just niggas talking the shit like that, saying they saw that shit on Twitter. That's why I just threw it out there. But
Was it
it
Ray
would be a smart
Jackson?
move if he did find it. Man, that nigga full of shit, man. That nigga full of shit. that nigga
That's my
full of
dog.
shit,
That's the
man.
homie
Yo,
still.
hey, man. Hey, did you see how Ness looked back in the day against Sean Porter in the ring? And do you think Ray Jackson gonna do?
You breaking
Yeah,
up, man.
I'm
Got that Atlanta internet.
Nah, that's Sean Porter. Sean Porter's trying to stop him talking.
Nah.
I believe.
Nah.
That fight flopped.
I hear you.
Fight flopped. That Porter Ray Jackson flight flopped, bitch.
Nah, they rescheduled it though, bro. They rescheduled it.
Yeah. Reschedule means flop.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
Don't
man,
listen to the term. It means someone got injured, like Dillian White.
So Sean Porter got injured. That's what we're doing here. We're gonna say Sean Porter got injured.
That's. I mean,
Bill,
listen.
I'm trying to help you, man.
Just believe what you want to believe, bro. But yeah. You know, we driving forklifts out here.
Hey, but did you see how Ness looked in the ring against Sean Porter? And do you think Ray Jackson can outperform Ness to Gibbs back in the day?
But Nez wasn't supposed to have that marijuana before the fight. If he did, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, Ness be boxing high. Like Ness ain't really met his full boxing potential.
Who does that? Who goes in there just with a handicap?
A sober Ness knocking you niggas out, bro.
Straight up.
If Ness not,
you know,
Ness is looking at you niggas if he ain't smoking.
Wait, tone. If we're going with Nez on the 8-month
hey,
badge.
shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the community. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
You better leave Ness alone, man. That nigga stop smoking weed and call one of you niggas out, bro.
Ness will knock everybody out.
AC, what up? Trying you again. AC.
I hope it's not somebody calling to give us shit about Canelo.
AC. Trying you again.
Hey man,
You're gonna get like
where Bill Haney spying on Richardson Hitchins? That's wild.
Nah, Bill lives in New York now, remember? AC.
shut.
All right.
Damn, he don't stay in Vegas no more?
Nah, they moved.
What, Dev too?
Dev live in
Shout out to
Miami.
my Uncle Bill. Shout out to my Uncle Bill.
Oh, I thought they was on. I see Dev.
He yeah.
Nah, he live in Miami, B.
Damn.
We got Mike Lowry, $10 more. My UK brother, Hood. It's the boxing voice. That's what I thought. I'm a casual checking a bag off boxing lays. I guess he meant parlays. DC3.
I don't know what he said, but big up.
DC3, $2. Jerry think he DMX. That he does. Last call for callers. Raquinho, I see you say counterpunch, but you're not on the line. Last call for callers. Final thoughts, gentlemen, before we wrap it up. Time to eat.
Nah, man, thank you so much, Nez, always for giving me the platform. Please, guys, subscribe to myself, RKO_boxing, iBoxing Hub. Amazing things are going to happen. And I might be the potential factor to bring back heavyweight boxing. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nothing personal against Canelo. Y'all know I didn't shout it out Canelo in front of thousands of people at a concert, so I'm a Canelo supporter. I just think he's father timed and tapped the man on the shoulder respectfully. Man, yeah, make sure y'all follow me. Two-Tone Superstar on YouTube. Our live today was lit, man. And salute my guy Rico, man. UK in the building.
Much love to you, Tone, man. Honestly, like you and there's like, you know, obviously we were mad trolling each other like the last one, but it is honestly an honor and a privilege to be on the Boxing Voice, man. Thank you so much, always. And Tone, big up to you, my guy, man. It's crazy down here. Like, honestly, thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it. If you're watching this on X Spaces, if you're listening on X Spaces, give it a retweet. Future, present, past, doesn't matter. Still is going to help with the visibility. People could go back and listen. If you're watching it on X Live streaming video, retweet, repost. Also a way to help the show grow. I prefer for you to share more than subscribe. Let me tell you, man. So go ahead and share the show and tell a friend to tell a friend. We out here 7 days a week. NESGTO, Instagram and Twitter. On to the next one. Peace.